What is up, everyone? Good morning. What a blunder already. Welcome to the apparently award-winning comic book look ahead Sunday morning, guys. What is going on? Thanks for coming in. Grab your coffees, grab your poll list. Let's compare notes real quick. Shout out in the comments what you're looking forward to each and every week as I roll through and talk about the books that I'm looking forward to in the month of July. So if you have not yet, to go over, I think this is pinned for you guys. You can click on this link right here. If you've never used League of Comic Geek before, I can show you how to use it. Click on there. There's a video on how to use it, or you can kind of walk through with me right here and we can compare notes and see what's going on right there. I know. Yeah, mute. Yep, I got you. Dude, I've been up for several hours already. And so here we are. What's going on? 7 a.m. pouring first cup of coffee. Dude, I've been up for 4 hours already. So I'm a few cups in at the moment, but you couldn't tell because of that blunder right off the bat this morning. I'm going to blame the guys. I don't have somebody to hold my hand this morning. So that's what I'm going to be blaming right there. So go over to League of Comic Geeks right now. Go ahead and click on the link. If you haven't yet, it'll show you how to do it. Go to League of Comic Geeks. Go to the little calendar up here underneath the new comics area. Go over to July, and we're going to start over on July 2nd because that makes sense. And then you can also hone in on some of these settings over here. I do regular issues, and then I also remove some of the publishers that are a little bit more obscure, ones that I just know I'm not going to be, grabbing books from. And you can do some other refinements if you want, all this other stuff right here. But I think we're going to leave it just the way it is right there. So let's get into what I'm looking forward to in the first week up here, which is July 2nd. So Ultimate Wolverine number 7, Ultimate Wolverine has been really, really good. It's getting better and better, I think, every single issue, and I'm excited. The last one featured Legion, so I'm really excited to have that character in the Ultimate Universe, and Wolverine has just been a pretty solid run so far. So we're going to continue that one. I'm not reading Absolute Green Lantern I am. Not necessarily super excited about it, but it's just an absolute book. I might give another issue or two on and just kind of see where it goes. X-Men I'm not reading. ASM I fell off with the creative change, to be honest with you, and I'm not too interested in continuing that. I do want to open it up real quick and check something out because I know that we're kind of playing around with some of the artists, and I want to see if that's true. Let me just open up August real quick and see who's on the credits here. So we got some Michael Dowling. So yeah, we just got a lot of weird things going on with the art. Didn't JR do the interiors? Now Pepe Larez is a credit for the artist as well over on issue 11. So I don't know what's going on. He's a cover artist. Is he doing interiors? Is he not? What's going on here, guys? Do you know? And then, well, yeah, that was previous. Let's go back to next. And then JR is back over on 12. So I don't know what's happening with Amazing Spider-Man, but not super excited about it anymore, to be honest with you. And then we have Avengers, a book I started reading back in the day, but I'm not continuing reading really going forward. So really only one up here is Ultimate Wolverine, maybe Green Lantern. Nothing really else is getting me excited over here. Shout out, guys, what you are interested in, though, in the chat. So Batgirl, I did not read number 7. I think I read the first arc. It was pretty good. It depends on what the week looks like, to be honest with you, if I'm going to be reading that one. Lady Shiva origin story, when she was younger, how she became the person she was, or she is. And I kind of fell off of that story, to be honest. I think I read the first one off that first arc, and I just wasn't really interested in it going forward after that. But we have issue number 9 coming out. So that might be something you guys are looking forward to. Killer covers on that series, though. Captain America number 1, probably my most anticipated book. This is over from Chip Zdarsky. And we have a great artist on here, too. Really cool variant covers. I like the Chip variant. That's pretty cool, man. I like that silhouette look. That's awesome. So I am excited for that one. Chip on a Captain America book, man. Why not? That's going to be great. Birds of Prey, not reading it. So vaguely interested, mildly interested in Batgirl, really interested in Captain America. This week is going to be pretty light, to be honest. I think I only have about 7 books that are on my poll list, and I'm only excited for half of them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Ultimate Wolverine for sure, and Cap 1. Yeah, so far, those are the only 2 books that I'm really excited for. So as we keep going, though, We're going to see if that changes. So JSA, not reading it. I'm not reading any of these books, I don't think. Man, Helverine, all new Venom. Yeah, this is going to be a quick week, I think, guys. Because I think this is sorted by most popular as well. Let me see if I can... Oh, the settings are up top. Yeah, most pulled. That's what this is sorted by right now, according to League of Comic Geeks. So this is going to be really rough. Helverine, okay, yeah, we got some love for Helverine out there. Yep, light week, of course. Let's see. Yeah, Deadpool, no. Spider, no. All New Venom, no. JSA, no. Not interested in any of those. We have Walking Dead Deluxe, Godzilla versus Thor. Are you guys loving these Godzilla versus X runs? I haven't really been digging them. There's cool moments in each of them, but I think they're I don't know. They don't really have a lot of meat in the bone, I don't think. There's some interesting moments, but it seems like the same story over and over and over and over again. They just replace the collab team, right? Spider-Man, X-Men, Avengers, Thor, so there's really not a lot going on there. It's a very formulaic kind of a thing, and they just kind of replace the hero that Godzilla teams up with. Jedi Knights, it's a series that I loved the first 3 issues of. I think. No, issue 1 and 2 I loved. 3 and 4, really, really weak, I thought. So I don't know. I might check out number 5 and just see if that pattern keeps going. They laid some great groundwork, but they never really followed up with it, which is really disappointing to me, I think. So Jedi Knights is on the hot seat. I'll give it another issue or 2, see what's going on there. All these X-Men books, like the Hellfire and all this stuff, I'm not really reading any of these, all these giant size books that are coming out. I touched base with a couple of the initial ones. I got the pattern. I got a feel for it. Kind of dropping out, right? So, they're this is $8 for that one. Man, something big must happen inside that book. You know what I mean? I'm not falling for the traps. You know what I mean? If there's going to be anything significant in there, we'll figure it out in some of the other books that I am reading, and we'll just go from there. Maybe I'll touch base if something huge happens. Yeah, probably my last issue of Jedi Knights. I know it started so strong, man. The first 2 issues were great. I was excited to have a Star Wars book in my life, and just kind of fallen out of it now. It feels like they just kind of wasted some time there with 3 and 4 at least. Scorch, not reading anything in the Spawn universe, so that's kind of a shame there. Issue number 42. I remember when that series came out. That's crazy. All right, Resurrection Man. Quantum Karma issue number 4. Great series, man. If you're into Rom V, Resurrection Man is the perfect character for him. He's dealing with immortality. He's dealing with some really cool villains as well. We have like 1.5 villains spinning around. We have this doppelganger we don't know if we can trust. A lot of cool concepts being explored inside there. It's just Rom doing Rom stuff. So if you're in the Rom V, if you like the kind of writing he does, the kinds of stories he tells, he grabs Resurrection Man and makes a great story out of that. So definitely check that out if you're a Rom fan. I know a lot of you guys are. Cheeky Devil. G'day, boys. What's up, man? Thanks for coming in. Yeah, Resurrection Man, Anard RK. Really great guy. Anad's amazing. Love that art style. And of course, we have Spicer on that as well. So really cool work being done over there. Nothing else up here, though. Secret Six, Batman 89, Medieval Spawn, Real American Hero 318. No, not reading any of those. So Resurrection Man is really where it's at right there. Is it the conclusion of Resurrection Man? Let's pull it up and see how far it goes out. So we have issue number 4 coming out next week. We have 5 and 6 coming. Let's see. The end is nigh. Imminent death, blah, blah, blah. Feast. So we're good until, November. So there you go. We got our Resurrection Man fix all the way through there. Good indeed. Big Herm, man, what is up, dude? Good to see you. Good to hang out with you the other night, too, over on the all new, all different Blame Phable show. Thanks for coming in. Good morning, man. Still on week 1, dude. Shout out books you're looking forward to. Not a whole lot so far over here. The next row, I'll be reading Justice League vs. Godzilla vs. Kong, Volume 2, Number 2. Just, I don't know, because there's not a whole lot of books coming out this week. So that's what I'm going to be doing there. I'm going to probably stay away from Wolverines and Deadpool unless I'm really bored. Not reading Rangers, not reading Grimm, not reading anything from Bring On the Bad Guys. Really, all these little one-shots and the, I guess, the Doom stuff. Yeah. Best what are you saying here? Has best website of any comic artist. Yeah, his design is really, really good. Yeah, for sure. And his original art is pretty obtainable too on some of those websites. A couple $100, maybe a few $100 for a page. Not too bad considering some of the other ones out there. So you can definitely check those out. Let's see. This row here, Uncanny. Nope. Sam and Twitch. No. All the way across the board. Not reading any of these. Man, this might be a very, very, very quick week. Is there anything going on here? Sisterhood, Arcbound, Godzilla, Black Hammer, Solomon Kane. Nope. Nothing over here either. Like I said, I only had about 7 books this coming week. Very, very light week. The end of the month is always, way heavy on the releases. I think I had 17 this past week. Warm Fusion was interesting. I dug issue number 1. It was very dense and very dark, and it was cool though. But I feel like that book came out almost a year ago, and we're only on issue number 3. So I'm kind of glad I'm not getting it as the single issues are coming out, because that would be painful. I barely remember what happened in issue number 1 and issue 3 is just now coming out. So that would have been a slow crawl for sure. Yeah, it's the best series nobody's reading. This is inclusion. I would be reading it, but Diamond screwed over our shop and we just can't get books from them now. So, we can't get Titan books from them. But we were just now able to switch over to another distributor for Titan books, and some of those Conan books are starting to roll in at this point. But I missed the first 3 issues because of that. So, yeah, I would be on it for sure. I just haven't. So maybe I can find it somewhere cheap, and get caught up on it. I don't know. It was definitely on the pull list. We just couldn't physically get them. What else is going on? Naked Aggression number 1. This is one that just kind of looks cool. Who knows if this one's around? Maybe I can check that one out. Plague House number 4, decent series. Issue. It's a cool premise, and I enjoyed the first 3 issues, but I might read issue number 4 if it comes in again, because it's a light week. Everything else I'm pretty much skipping over here. We have Ra. What's up, man? Thanks for coming in, man. Good morning. Hope you're doing well. We're over on the first week of July. Let us know what you're interested in. Not a whole lot so far. Ghostbusters. Great homage cover right there. Little Charlemagne the God. We have Dune. Spidey, Amazing Friends. We're just going to roll down and see if there's anything that really stands out. Again, I removed some of the, less popular publishers as well. Herm saying, getting the Green Goblin issue, can't help it, Spider-Man, biggest villain, next to Doc Ock. Yeah, yep. Glutton for punishment, man. I know, we all have those characters where it's like, I don't care what it is, I'm grabbing it no matter what. And a whole lot of nothing, guys. Man, that's not a lot at all. I know I said I had about 7, but man, I feel like only about 4 I'm excited for. That's a really weak. It's a weak, pun intended. Let's go over to the 9th. So again, go over to New Comics, go to July, click on the calendar up here, go to the 9th, and you can kind of sort it however you want to sort it over here. I'm going to keep it regular issues, filtering out some of the lesser known publishers, and go from there. Absolute Superman is probably sitting in that 3rd spot right now in the Absolute Universe for me. It's really exciting still. There's a big gap between 3 and 4, I would say. And this is sitting comfortably in that 3rd place spot. Rightfully so. The artwork is great. The story is catching up, I would say. There's a lot of backstory and a lot of prep going in. But once you hit that, issue 7, 6, 7, 8, something like that, it really starts to ramp up. And so I'm excited for issue number 9. Coming out, Transformers. We just got the news that Kirkman and Mora, we're going to be continuing Transformers over on 25. So we're going to be wrapping up Danny Warren Johnson and Jorge Corona's run here very, very soon. Issue number 22 is out. Really looking forward to that for sure. And then I'm not reading Uncanny. I'm not reading Action. I might read Incursion. My problem with Incursion is, I think Flash, you were saying earlier in my comments that the timeline might be a little bit messed up, when those events happen, when Miles goes to the Ultimate Universe. And so it's throwing me off, and I don't know, it felt like it was kind of wasted. You know what I mean? So I'm not entirely sure like where are we going with that? It felt like a really weird issue. It felt like it should have been something really, really special. And Peter and his son, they just kind of like blew it off. And Miles is like, well, I got to go. See ya. And then everybody went home. It's really weird. It's like, hey, I'm from another reality and my sister's missing. You got to help me find her. Okay, cool. Well, we got to go to bed. It's bedtime. See ya. It's just kind of weird. I don't know. Yeah, picking up more than I normally would because of a light week. I guess, yeah, exactly. What I tend to do on a light week is I just accept the light week and then I go dip into the backlog, so that's what I plan on doing. I don't know what I'm going to be reading. I read Who Are the Power Pals because of Greg and Robbie. I read all 4 of those issues the other day after the show. Finished it this morning, actually. So that was really cool. I need to finish my Lone Wolf and Cub. I'm in the high 20s, I think. So I have another 20 issues to go on Lone Wolf and Cub. So I'll take a light week. I'll just supplement, with other things. So that's the plan there. Just kind of knock out the backlog a little bit. Yeah, exactly. Looking forward to some light weeks in July. Yeah. I Kill Giants, Beta Ray Bill. That's a really, really great one. Did I get, you know what? I thought I brought all my Daniel Warren Johnson books, The Heroes, to get signed, but I didn't bring my Beta Ray Bill. Damn. I brought almost everything else. Man, I can't believe I forgot that one. Thanks for reminding me. That has to be on my to-do list next time I see him. Beta Ray Bill's great. I Kill Giants, I haven't read that one. But Beta Ray Bill's amazing. Really, really cool. There's some really great, I think it's some double page spreads of like his ship. What the heck is his ship's name? I forgot what it was called, but there's some side cutouts of that ship with the different rooms and stuff. And it's just got a lot of that heart that we just know and love from Daniel Warren Johnson. So good plan. That's what I'm planning on doing too. Just knock out the backlog right there. So I'm not reading Miles because they don't know how to write the character. Sad to say. They just don't, man. It's just kind of, I don't know. It's the same stuff over and over again. And it's not totally fair because I haven't read it in a while. But when I was reading it, I was like, man, this is not the kind of story I want to hear from this character right now. And that happens with a lot of characters. The characters are interesting. The writing, they just need to figure it out. And just tell compelling stories, guys. That's all we ask. Batman and Robin, Magic. I hear Magic is going away again because it's not a great story. I was reading that one until about issue 5. And I think I finished the first arc or so. And then I'm like, man, this is just not the story I want to hear. Dark Patterns, though, on the other hand, this is one of those books that's going to be great in a collected edition. It's a one and done. It's an earlier Batman. It's a detective story. 3 different villains, 9 issues. Great, great stuff, man. Dark Patterns is insanely good. And then Fantastic Four #1. Didn't we get a preview of this for like New Comic Book Day or Free Comic Book Day? Sorry. I could have sworn we did. If we did, I flipped through it and I was reading some of it and I'm like, man, I did not enjoy that either. And so I'm trying not to be too down on books, but the more I read, the higher expectations I have for these properties, especially with the movie freaking coming out. Like what, 2 weeks after this book comes out? Like this book better be good, right? Otherwise, what are you doing? You need to put the best people you have on staff on books like this when the movies are coming out. Why wouldn't you do that, I guess? I don't know. I am excited. I actually ordered it. So what something's talking about is they are releasing so Dark Horse has these deluxe hardcovers that they've been putting out for other things. And they just announced one for Lone Wolf and Cub. It comes out later this year. It's available for pre-order right now. I actually was able to order it through my shop. I don't know the distributor for it, Penguin or Lunar. I'm not entirely sure, but that's gonna be really cool to get a hold of that. It's gonna be cool. There's also there was also another book. I'm trying to remember. Hal Foster. There's gonna be a Hal Foster book coming out too. That's really interesting that you can order as well. I have less books on my poll list than the previous week. Yeah. You talk about for the 9th? Because the second was brutal. Sold. I'll read. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, waiting for Dark Patterns in trade. That's going to make a great... First off, good morning. Thanks for coming in. That's going to make a great collected edition if they ever put those together, because it's just great, man. If you like Batman, yep, on the 9th, yep, gotcha, Dino. If you like Batman, like in more of a detective role, Dark Patterns is really, really cool, especially since it's got like that year 2, 3, 4 vibe to it. It's pretty awesome. Yep. Derek, thanks for coming in, man. Good morning. Happy Sunday. Hope you're doing well. We're on week number 2. Shout out, follow along, which you're looking forward to. Radiant Black, Laura Kinney Wolverine, Aquaman 7. Aquaman's been a pretty decent book. It seems like it's dragging a little bit, to be honest. Like, it's great. I'm having a good time with it. But I said in my review, it's funny when you get to like past that first arc and you realize, oh, I don't really know where we're going with the story. Like we're approaching the final boss, right? But along the way, we have to enter each floor, each stage, meet a new ally, obtain a new thing, meet a new villain, take out that threat, progress forward. Like that's what we're doing. And fair enough. Like that's what, heroic storytelling is. But after the second or third boss, second or third floor, second or third boss, you're like, man, how many more floors do we have before we get to the villain? And maybe that's just me being impatient, right? I just need to let the story tell itself and go from there. But it is funny when you pick up on those little patterns like that. Supergirl number 3. I skipped number 2. I was so excited for this book. I read number 1. I was very disappointed with the story, with the perspective, with the type of Kara we were getting in the story, especially since we have all the Supergirl news and it was going to be modeled after Tom King's run and we had an expectation of that character and we have Lobo apparently in that for some reason. And so then I was really excited for Supergirl and I was very disappointed with it. And I didn't read number 2 because again, it wasn't a version of the character I was interested in. Love Supergirl, like her more than Superman, but I just did not like the version of the character they were telling in that story. And I didn't give it a lot of chance either. It was a one and done kind of a thing because I thought, man, it's gonna be so hard to redeem themselves from that. Couldn't do it. But let me know if that was a mistake, guys, if you followed through with that story. Green Lantern Corps, not reading that one. Power Fantasy, though. Power Fantasy is a book I changed my mind on. It's a horrible first issue on its own. After you read issue number 1, issue number 2, you get into 3, the characters start gelling, the story starts coming together, all the relationships start making more sense, and then it becomes a great reading experience every single issue after that, to the point where it went from a book that I had to read the first issue probably 3 different times because I couldn't even get through it, to the point where I'm like, this is one of the best books of the year. And that's never happened, I don't think, before in my comic career. That's a pretty big switch. So Power Fantasy, check it out. Get it and collected. I think the first trade is out for sure. Second trade, I think, is on FOC. So you can get caught up pretty quickly. It's a great series. What else is out? Doctor Strange of Asgard. Man, that was a disappointing one too. But the first issue was great. Second and third issue were not great, especially the third. I don't remember reading the fourth one, or maybe I'm thinking of the fourth one. And now we have the fifth coming out right here. So we'll see what's going on there. Fantastic Four First Steps. This might be the one I'm thinking of. I don't even remember the cover. Well, this one's by Matt. It's got to be good. I don't know. We got to figure this one out. From the world of the upcoming film. Okay. Who knows? Might be checking these out. We have 2 different Fantastic Four books, right? I'm not losing my mind, am I? Yeah, Fantastic Four number 1. And then we have Fantastic Four First Steps number 1. So one of these I think we saw during Free Comic Book Day. I don't remember which one. But I didn't like what I saw in pages. So hopefully one of them is good. There's 2 of them, so hopefully one is good. Legacy of Vader. I'm not reading that Star Wars book, unfortunately. Conan the Barbarian. That was a great last issue, and I'm really excited for the next one. I wasn't able to get Conan for a few issues. I think 17 may have been the last one I got. My shop went out of their way and picked up some issues somewhere else for me, which was awesome. But I still had a 2 or 3 issue gap. Jumped back in the latest issue. Fell in love with Conan all over again, and I'm so excited for issue number 22 to be coming out. So again, Conan's just a great, great book. It's reliable, entertaining. Art's always well done, and the stories are compelling. They're great. So check out that stuff. What else is coming out, though? Superior Avengers, not reading it. We have Marvel Swimsuit Special. So if you're into that kind of stuff, there you go. we'd be remiss not to look at some of the covers. I think I got the Marks Brooks ones because why wouldn't you? There's some okay ones out here. They're not like super great until you get to these ridiculous ones down here, of course. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, it's a cool special. They do it all the time. It's interesting. What else we got? We got Daughter of Wonder Woman Trinity. I meant to read issue number 1. I don't know why I didn't. I think it was a big week or something, and it just kind of fell off. This is a book I might go back and read issue number 1 to get caught up, because I actually like Trinity. Trinity's a cool character, especially at this age when she's messing around with the other guys, right? I think that's pretty cool. And then we have Wolverine Kitty Pryde issue number 4. Not reading any of that, but that's like pretty cool. Look at this cover. Oh, she's infected or something. That's crazy. That's pretty cool. I like that. Yep. What's up, Cheeky? Supergirl is aimed at a limited audience. Yeah. 10 through 15. Of course. Yeah, that sounds great. Yep. Yeah, I was coming out of Woman of Tomorrow just still in my mind, hearing the news of the movie, that they're kind of modeling it after that, but they're going to change it a lot, of course, right? So I'm not putting a lot of stock into that. And then then they took away the Woman of Tomorrow, and I think they're just calling it Supergirl. And then this book comes out, and I'm like, oh, this is gonna be great. And it was just not what I was expecting. So yeah. Scourge of the Serpent. Oh, nice. See, I don't know anything about Conan, historically speaking, so I don't know. I love all the villains that come up. They're theatrical, they're elaborate, they're really cool looking, they're menacing and things like that. I love that and being able to experience it for the first time. But I know some of the longer term fans are just eating it up too. So everyone's eating well when it comes to Conan. Yeah. He's Marvel. So exactly. It's like this only comes around once every 365 days, guys. Or whatever. I don't remember last year's event. No idea. It sounds like you would get the obvious 5 artists, right, that do covers. And they would just make ridiculous covers. And they kind of do, but they're not great. Like, that's not a grade A, to be honest. Yeah, exactly. It's so hard when you're shifting the vibe like that. You're throwing the reader off, and it's just really, I don't know. It's kind of depressing. I mean, yeah, that grit, of course. And then she's kind of like helpless, and she's going back home, and then she's getting beat up by a doppelganger, and the art makes it look like, I don't know, more of like a YA title, which, I mean, and that's the audience. So good. I still have Woman of Tomorrow. I can go back to that. That's great. Somebody out there that loves YA might not have a title to resonate with, and maybe they do now. So there's that as well. Hello Darkness, just grabbing it for the Frizzen covers. I haven't read any of these since like the early, maybe 1 or 2 issues, maybe. But I'm just grabbing these for the Frizzens. Let's see what they are. Like, she does great with horror covers. That one's really, really cool. We have like the black and white retailer. Is there more? There's got to be more. Yeah, cool little, like, I don't know, zombie looking thing crawling out of the ground. It's pretty dope. And there's more. Oh, that one's cool. It's like a plate full of intestines. Look at those eyes. That's creepy. That's neat. Is there more? No, that's it. Cool. Beneath the Trees Where Nobody Sees, Rite of Spring. So this is Patrick Horvath. I think it's the sequel to Beneath the Trees. Really great first volume right there from him. One of my picks of the year last year. 6-issue return. So I'm really excited for this one. It's got some cool variant covers too. I used to get all the A's and all the B's of the first volume, but I'm just going to be grabbing A's right now. They have some of the homage covers. Of course, Tony Fleece is going to be on there. Riley Rosmo's got a great cover here too. Really interesting. I like all the decoration and stuff like that all over. That looks pretty cool. I'm excited for that book for sure. As well as Savage Sword of Conan. I haven't gotten a Savage Sword book since, let's see if I can even recognize a cover. I think since issue number 6, because I got this one. but I don't think I have 7. I don't have 8. So 9's coming out. So again, that gap, that Dynamite was screwing us over. Yeah, the fleece variants are cool. I kind of got homage, like horror homaged out with his book though. Which one was that? The Stray Dogs. I kind of got homaged out with that, but it's a great cover. Yeah, but the more I just love Patrick Horvath's art, and so I kind of like these. And the B covers were all very similar in the first volume, so that's why I picked up the B covers as well. Cool little set to have. But yeah, you're right. You can't go wrong with any of those. It's gonna be a great story. I think there was a free comic book day preview of this as well. I don't remember where it was, but yeah, I'm excited for it. Let's see, Gotham by Gaslight. That's just a run that I never really got into. By Gaslight. So there's more of it coming out. So if you're a fan, you got some more things to look forward to there. Predator. I'm stepping out on that. Let me see who's all on here. Man, or I use Opera browser because it had a pop-up blocker, and now it just doesn't work anymore. And I checked the settings, and it's really annoying. That used to be my key to not having all these freaking pop-ups. So Joe Kelly's on this. All right, so we're kind of screwed here. Let's see. Not a whole lot of other people on this. Decent editor though. I don't know. We might check that one out. I always like to look at these just to see if there's like a one-off story by somebody cool, but I don't know. I might be dropping out on that one. Looks like we have a guest coming in. Very, very cool. Let's see. Eric. What's up, dude?
Dude, just saw that you were live here, and I figured it would only be fair if I hop in and we can kind of restart, kick things back off here proper, and really show the people in the chat here what July is all about. So let's run it back here. Let's go back to
Sure. So anyway, we're gonna go back to the second. What's up? Sorry.
Good morning, dude.
You didn't miss anything because
yeah,
we only have like 7 books we're all excited for in the first 2 weeks. So
yeah, it's a little bit crazy that week 1.
Yeah, and it's you got some gems in week number 2, so we're getting through there.
Cool. All right. So where'd you leave off here?
Dynamite's heading me in the right direction right here. So Planet Death, my most anticipated. So Planet Death was a pretty cool issue number 0, I thought. Did you check that one out that came out? It was a surprise drop, I think.
I did, yeah. It was a surprise in a multitude of ways. I was surprised that I enjoyed it so much, even though I was kind of like really butthurt over the way Bad Idea did their stuff. But I was there for it. That was a fun book.
Yeah, I dug it. So issue number 1's coming out at $5.99. Let's check the page count real quick. If it even says anything. 64 pages. Okay, so I don't feel so bad now. 64 is actually pretty crazy for $5.99. That's a great deal.
Yeah, it is.
I think the average is around like 20 cents a page or something like that. So as long as there's something like, if it's a $5, I think I even did it at $5. So like $5 divided by like 24, somebody do the math. And then you can kind of get an expectation of what things cost, So that's how I run it back.
Yeah, I'm willing to bet there's no ads in that book either. Or if there is, it's like maybe one for Bad Idea.
Oh, yeah. When you're counting pages, just count story pages. We're not counting ad pages for sure.
Yep.
Yeah. Dynamite says, "Hey, panel, just watched your review video. There you go."
Hey, thank you. Appreciate that.
Yeah. And hey, what's going on? Hope you have a good weekend too. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Picking up Predator because the first issue Predator going to Australia runs into a convict colony. Ooh, hope he ends up in Tasmania because that's where I'm from. You're from Oh, cheeky devil, of course.
There you go. Yep.
That's pretty funny. Yeah. I hope they stay on newspaper. That'd be great.
Dude, that was the best part of the book.
Yeah, and the black and white, that was awesome, man. Math on a Sunday, sorry. Again, I've been up since like 5:30 for stupid reasons. So, yeah, cautiously optimistic. I mean, good A. Yeah.
It's basically interchangeable. Yeah. Do I use that too much? Maybe, possibly. What can I say? I'm an optimistic kind of person.
That's where we are right now with a lot of these things. We're cautiously optimistic. Still a light week up here, man. I don't see anything on this row that I'm super interested in. What about you?
I got one. FML is back, man. It's been a hot second since the last issue came out. That's exciting to see. I was really enjoying that book.
I didn't read
Yeah.
it at all.
Oh, it's pretty cool. It's a coming of age kind of storyline, the teenage drama kind of stuff, but with a
Mhm.
monster tinge and a murder mystery in the background. So there's a lot of different ideas that it's playing with. I think it's worth it.
Yeah, I remember the cover. I remember it being like, "Oh, it's kinda like a Goonies, Hocus Pocus kind of a looking thing," you know?
Yeah, totally.
Cool. May have to check it out. Nothing else up here for me, though.
Big same.
Um, of course, down here, this Archie meets Jay and Silent Bob #1, it might depending on the week and availability, I might check that one out. Everything great homage cover for Savage Dragon, though. That's pretty dope.
Yeah, for sure.
And then Dynamite's still on Diamond, so I can't get it. So I wanted to read this, but I just couldn't. But nothing else up here for me.
I'm still on Uncanny Valley. I'm riding that out. In fact, I think this might be either the last issue or second to last issue. So I'm gonna see how they finish that out, how they land the plane, and go from there.
It all ends here, it says.
There we
So there
go.
you go.
Okay.
All right. Magic Order, Vampirella. So we have Post Malone's Big Rig #1. I wonder what the numbers are on that. I hope I hope they're good and so good that they post what it is in like some kind of article somewhere, Like, oh, it sold 100,000 copies or something like that. That'd be kind of cool. But I'm wondering how popular this is going to be.
That's a tough one to gauge. I know that they're putting a lot of weight behind it, though. Like, what are the variant covers on this one?
Mm, we got
You got Peach.
Peach. You got the A. You got a D Dubs 1 and 10, which is these ads, which is pretty cool because it's very much like Transformers,
Yeah,
but it's got
he's
the
gotten good
demon.
at drawing trucks. So
Yeah, he's gotten good at drawing big rigs for sure. We got that. We got a few. We got a foil, Derek Robertson, JJ Villard. I don't know. It's not like there's a couple more. Maria Wolf. Oh, we got to look at the Maria Wolf one.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's just as crazy as you think it would be. That's cool.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah, it's got okay. That's pretty cool. I wish it was cheaper. How much is it? Oh, it's $7. Oh yeah, you're right. How many pages? Double length, 48. Okay, so I mean, per page, that's actually pretty good though. Like we were
Yeah.
saying before. Yeah. I mean, $7 for 48. That's good. Nothing else up here though for me.
Yeah, big same.
Actually, there might be always got to check.
Oh.
Nope, we're good.
Darn it.
Anything up here for you? Nothing for me.
No, nothing.
Pet Apocalypse for all you guys that like that kind of stuff. Free Planet #3. I couldn't keep up with #1, so I didn't read #2. #3 is coming out. Popeye was a book I was interested in, but just didn't show up, and so I'd never read it. So there you go.
From
Yeah.
Massive too. Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. Got to dip out, play a gig. Oh, cool, man. Cheers. Good luck
Nice.
with the show.
Heck yeah.
Yep. Popeye for me. Sure. Yep. All right.
Ooh, here we
Anything
go.
over here? What do you got?
Yeah, I'm definitely picking up that All-Star Superman work in progress. I want the black and whites on that Frank Whiteley artwork.
Ooh, Unquietly. Yeah. I don't
Yeah.
remember this being solicited. Ooh, it's oversized.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if I got this. I hope so. I hope they have them at the shop. That'd be great.
Yeah. So fingers crossed on that one. I mean, the cover alone looks amazing.
Yeah.
Slasher's Apprentice. I've been reading that and I've been enjoying it for the most part. It's Justin Richards, the guy that did Finger Guns.
Uh-huh.
It's his take on like this murder podcaster who becomes the apprentice of a murderer themselves, but there could be an ulterior motive. It's been really good so far.
Yeah, I know you read the first couple.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's great. Yeah, I have some of Justin's work. It's pretty good. Buried Long Ago and Toxic Avenger comic. Nope, not reading any of those.
Yeah, same.
Okay. Nothing really over here either for me. Lower Deck, Skull Island, Torpedo, Dark. No, not reading any of these.
Nope, I've heard good things about Dark Regards, but I haven't
Yeah,
been able to actually dive in myself.
yeah. We might just get to a scroll here, see what's going on. Rick and Morty, Wild Animals, Assassin's Apprentice, and that's it.
Yeah, I think Wild Animals might be a new Ed Brisson book that I'll pick up if it's the same one I'm thinking of. But other than
Yep,
that, yeah,
it is.
yeah, Ed Brisson. So he's a good
Okay,
writer. I dig his crime-driven stuff, so I'll probably give that a shot.
right. Yeah, probably pick up Toxic. Yeah, we've said this many times already this week or this month so far for the first 2 weeks. I'll probably pick it up because it's a light week. We'll see.
Hmm.
But yeah, that's gonna be a good one to maybe dip into. Check it out. Let's go to the 16th. How many? We actually have 5, so we're gonna see if that week 30 or that week of the 30th is gonna mean anything. But up here for me, I mean, Absolute Batman with the Bane introduction, the last issue. I know you're a little lukewarm on it. I think you were expecting more. I agree. I still had a good time with it. I like the portrayal of the character. I just think we're in a, there's not a whole lot of changes we're going to be doing in this Absolute world. I think. I don't know.
At least in this book, yeah.
At least in
Oh,
this one.
yeah, and the issue was perfectly fine. Like I enjoyed
Yeah.
start to finish how they spelled it all out here. But yeah, I just thought it would be something wildly different. But yeah,
Right.
I'm still having a lot of fun with Batman. So I'm gonna
Yeah. That'd be funny if they made him super small. That was the absolute change.
yes,
He's like
exactly.
super tiny.
He's really the Atom.
You didn't see that coming. Yeah. Absolute Flash. That's a book that just needs to go somewhere.
Yeah, I was gonna ask if you dropped it or not. It's still on my pull list.
I haven't dropped it yet. But I couldn't tell you really. I mean, like issue 1 through 4 seems like the same issue. It's like he's just, while he's just running away, of course, right? And people are
Hmm.
chasing him down, and no one's grabbed him and said, "Shut up for a minute and just let us figure this out." And that's kind of what he needs, I think.
Well,
Um,
I mean, that kind of sort of happens at the end of issue number 4, or at least it's kind of like
yeah, I tried to. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I like the cover. The covers are so good, though. Like I
Hmm.
really like the covers.
Who's on? Okay, so it's still A.L. Kaplan on artwork for this one, so we
Yeah,
haven't gotten Nick Robles back.
yeah. It looks like he comes back the next issue though.
Okay.
So there's that. Nightwing, Detective, and Ultimate. I'm not reading these. I think you're dipping into some of these, right?
No, I finally
No.
officially dropped Ultimate X-Men.
Ooh.
It
Okay.
hurts. I don't feel good about it, but I did it.
Yeah. No, I don't. I don't blame you. Yeah. Detective, since it switched creative teams, I kind of dropped out of it.
Yeah, I think it was.
After the Tom King, not Tom King. What's his name? Tom Taylor.
Mhm. Yeah, I had the same issue, the inverse of what we've been talking about so far. July's been very light, so we're like, we'll try it, we'll try it, we'll try it. Heavy weeks came up, and that was one of them that just got the big ugly axe because you can
Yeah.
only read so many books.
Right. Okay. What about up here? What are you looking forward to?
Ooh. All right, I'll talk about it. Ultimate Black Panther. I've been really enjoying the build up that's been going on in that book. I know there's been a lot of people saying, yeah, it's a slow burn, too slow for me, had to drop out. I think that
Mm-hmm.
we're really kind of getting to the culmination of everything that they've been working towards here with the nature of the vibranium being a little bit sentient, the relationship aspects between our main characters, like, a ton of them. Yeah, things are about to go down. So I'm excited to see how that plays out.
Yeah.
Um, I think you already know which other one, but I'll let you talk about a couple of them too.
Yeah, sure. I mean, TMNT has been very, very solid. I think it was one of my highlights for the Best of the Month show
Hmm.
the other day. And we have issue number 10 coming out. So that's a story that just keeps getting better and better. The interior artwork is fire from Juan Ferreira. And yeah, we're getting the brothers back together, man. That's what we've
Hmm.
been waiting for. That's what we want in a TMNT book. And we want their backs up against the wall, and we want a unified team, and that's where we're heading. We still have some questions to be answered, and we have April leveling up as well. It's been a great series so far. And really looking forward to future issues there. But I think we're both also really looking forward to Batman Year One. I
Oh,
finally read that Clayface issue the other day, and I was late on it, and I read it just right after the monthly show, and I loved it, man. It was so good.
yeah, that was excellent. Wonder Woman, I'm ready for it to kind of kick back into the main story arc again too, because they've been kind of going off in all different directions. Yeah, we
Mhm.
had this one issue here, the Island of Mice and Men. It was fine. It was okay, but it was a little bit too cheeky and fun, and I was like, nah, I kind of just want them to,
Yeah.
yeah, dive in. Okay, so begins here, so that's good.
Yep.
Okay, and is Daniel Sampier back on artwork?
Yep.
Okay, I'm down. I'm ready then.
Yeah, looks like we got the boys back. So hopefully it's going to be good. Cool Hughes. I mean, Hughes has been doing some decent work recently. I like this one's okay. This one's
Hmm.
pretty cool. Yeah, some cool cover. Nakayama's good. Yeah, some good ones. I'm with you though. I'm ready for it to get back to the main story. Sounds like 23 is going to be the place to do that. So
Cool. All right,
excited for
that's
that.
exciting then.
Yeah, I'll kick us off here. But Battle Beast, it looks great to me. It's just a stupid fun comic. If you like watching an insane monster rip apart other insane monsters for his own selfish reasons, and that's the book for you. If that's what you're looking for, it's right there. Love that series.
Heck yeah.
What do you think about New Gods? I'm sure that's on your list.
Oh yeah, New Gods is awesome. The way that they've now finally really incorporated the Justice League into the storyline and how that's going to
Mm,
take place, where essentially the people of New Genesis are now refugees on Earth, while the whole apocalypse of it all is kind of being dealt with. Ooh, who
yep,
is that?
Javier.
Oh,
That's the variant I got. Yeah,
dude.
yep,
Man.
Rodriguez.
Okay.
Yeah, a
That's
little different.
amazing.
The coloring makes it look a little different, right? Like
It
he's got
does.
some shading that you don't normally see with Javier. So that kind of throws you off at first.
Mm-hmm.
Really great inking on it.
Whew.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm with you though. I Do you think the last issue wasn't as ceremonious as you thought it was going to be? Like when they landed
Hmm.
and everyone's getting off the ship and Highfather's there, and then like the press shows up and the heroes are there and they all start bickering about some weird stuff, and then like I was like, oh, I thought this was gonna be a bigger moment, you know, when we're
Really?
clashing all those people together. I had different expectations for it. I didn't think it was going to go in that direction. I thought it
Oh,
was kind of flat, but I was excited for it.
I don't know. I thought that it was a big moment, especially the way
Yeah,
that it felt like it was dealt with in a very, I won't say realistic, but kind of like a condensed realism, where they have like the
yeah,
United States government. I think it was the United States government, basically looking to imprison them, and the Justice League making the decision like, do we follow what the government says we need to do, or do we follow what we feel is right for the people of New Genesis, who have now just like
yeah.
risked their lives and making sure that they can get there. So I thought it was a really cool way that they played with it.
Yeah, I guess it just felt like I was watching the news, I suppose.
Well, there is that. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, "Oh, Superman caught this damn ship." And there was a whole thing, and then they get down, and it was just like the news shows up. I'm like, "Oh man," I was hoping that
Hmm.
they would have like Highfather and Superman would hug it out. That'd be we didn't get that moment. That's what I was looking for. Bart is
Gotcha.
such a badass. Yeah, for sure.
Hmm.
Paul, man, what's going on, dude?
Hey.
Happy Sunday. Miss you already. Let's see. Imperial. That's a pretty cool book. We talked about this ad nauseum before on the show as well, but it's a great cosmic landscape book with lots of ancillary characters, and it's a cool like mystery whodunit thriller as well. And we have hints as to who's to blame, but who knows if there's going to be some twists and turns. It is a Hickman book after all,
Hmm.
but good job of making things that are generally less interesting more interesting. That's kind of my take on it.
Yeah, yeah, it's like a little bit like I was saying previously too. It's table setting. This is
Yeah,
Hickman really like getting things ready for other creators to really have some fun and play in that play box or the
for sure.
sandbox.
Anything else up here?
No, Battle Beast, stupid fun, New Gods, Imperial. Yep, that's gonna be it for me.
The Superman Highfather hug happened off panel. Of course it did. I love seeing Nova again. Yeah, a lot of people were saying that too. Um, I don't have a lot of Nova background, so for me, it's kind of like, oh, he's in a book finally. That's great.
Yeah, yeah. Nova
Yeah,
could be an awesome character. I'm glad that he's getting a little bit of a spotlight.
yeah, for sure. What about up here? What are you
Oh,
looking forward to?
dude, the finale of Zatanna. I'm excited to see how
Mm,
they put the bow on that, how they finish up the show. This has been it's been a really good little mini series. I've enjoyed the hero's journey that Jamal's taken Zatanna on. I think that
mhm.
they have the potential to wrap that up in a big bad way. Ooh, what kind of covers we got?
Yeah, we got the Frank Cho cover like always.
Hmm.
Really great. I got this one, I think. Looks like an anime character almost.
Yeah, totally.
I know we had a Zoe cover on the previous one, and then we have the 1 in 25.
Okay, not too
Kind of
bad.
like the magic trick with all the boxes and stuff. That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
Yeah, kind of flat, but I like the creativity of it though.
yeah.
Then the main cover is really great too.
It's hard to go away from cover A for me. Those things look
Yeah.
really striking.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Let's
Yes.
see, what else do we got? GI Joe, I've fallen behind on it, so I want to jump back in, but I'm like probably 3
Mm-hmm.
issues behind at this point. So that one,
That's
we'll
the
see.
last issue was really, really good.
Was it okay?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep. And we have some interesting covers too. It looks very much like J. Scott Campbell, but it's not.
There are so
Um,
many J. Scott Campbell clones out there. It's
I
insane.
know. Well, it's like what happened with like Jim Lee back in the day, like or McFarlane. There's so
Mhm.
many people that do their best impersonations, but they have their own flair to them. I like this like painted look cover as well. It's
Yeah,
really
that
cool. I like Baroness and CoverGirl together. They had a great little arc in the last issue.
nice. Okay. Honestly, that's it for me though. I know you've been big on Predator Spider-Man. It's been better than it should be.
It's been better than it should be. The last issue didn't really hit it for me. I was expecting that third issue blowout, and we got a little bit of it here and there. We finally had Spider-Man versus some Predators, which was cool.
Hmm.
But I think Spider-Man's the least interesting character in it. I want Craven, baby. I want Craven versus 2 or 3 Predators at the same time. I want Craven setting traps. I want him falling for stuff. I want him learning new techniques. I want a Craven versus Predator book.
Okay.
And it looks like we're going to be getting it eventually, but Spider-Man's kind of like in my way, you know?
Oh my god.
Like, get out of the way, Peter. I don't care about you. I don't want to see you doing anything. I want Craven, man. He's
Ah,
ruthless, dude. I want
yeah.
him on this book.
If only Predator versus Craven would sell as much as Predator versus Spider-Man.
Yeah, I
What a
know.
book. What a book.
Ugh, yeah, but I agree with the other ones though. GI Joe, Satana in there. Moon Knight and Spawn. I'm not reading yet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Joe and yep. Dynamite agrees. Joe
There
and
we go.
Predator versus Spider-Man. Yep. Over here, I'll kick us off. Jason Todd, I'm not reading. Maybe to my detriment. I'm not entirely sure. I think you read that one. Maybe I'll get, if you have any thoughts on that real quick.
Got nothing. I didn't read issue
Okay.
number 1. I intend to, but yeah.
Redcoat, I didn't get the last issue, so I need to catch up. Did this actually come out in May? I think it did. So,
Um, we had an issue recently, not in June, but
I mean, May 21st. I didn't wait. Release May 21st. Oh, did we skip? Did we?
we skipped a month.
Oh, okay. Oh, good. Then I didn't miss anything. Perfect.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't
Okay.
think you did. Yeah,
Got it.
working with the Northerner. There's the guy from the South that has all the
Mhm.
technologies, trying to win the Civil War
Yeah, the guy that
for
should
the
be
South. Yeah,
from Rockefellers, but he's not. Got it.
yeah,
Yep.
basically.
And then Death of Silver Surfer. I'll keep reading it just to kind of get my vibe on it, but it was a little bit lacking, but the art was great.
Yeah, for sure. The covers are awesome too.
Yeah, that's a really great cover. Anything else?
Mm, I have not been digging Superman Unlimited, so I might give that one more shot just to see if
Yeah.
it can kind of get its hooks in me. But if not, that's going to be a drop. I'll probably read issue 3 though.
Yeah. Cool little, like, very quietly looking, you know what I mean? Like that face, especially.
Hmm.
Interesting. Yeah, I never started that one. Just too many Superman books, like
Yeah,
Batman, but
no kidding.
they don't hit like Batman does. Anything up here? Nothing for me, I don't think. Star
No,
Wars.
nothing. I wish Star Wars were. Yeah, maybe it was that issue number 1. I would like a good Star Wars book in my life, but I haven't quite found it yet.
Yeah, I thought Jedi Knight was the answer, but it's not.
Ah, bummer.
So, yeah, nothing for me up here either. For me, Marvel Knights World to Come #2. I know you guys have a long appreciation for the creative team and maybe just Marvel Knights in general, but I'm new to the whole thing, so I'm learning. Cool revelations in the last one. We talked about it a little bit. I think on Ink and Insight, you guys talked about it too.
Yeah,
And
for sure.
interesting book, but that's probably the only one I'm interested in this top row.
Yeah, right there with you.
Yeah. Dynamite's picking up Death of Silver Surfer, picking up each variant. Okay. Yeah. And also continuing Crypto. Yeah,
Okay.
Crypto, I don't remember. I didn't read number 1. Maybe I should have.
Crypto's
Ryan
got a
North
little
is,
heat behind it. Yeah.
yeah. I remember the cover. Jay Lee's just great. You can just spot him a mile away.
Yeah.
Cool creator. Kind of regret not seeing him over at Heroes. He was just sitting there the whole time.
Yeah, when you don't have anything to bring up to the booth, though, I mean, you can say, "Hi, I
Yeah,
appreciate what you do," but
should have got on the sheet, but oh well.
yeah.
Let's keep
Here we
going.
go.
Here, I'll let you. Yeah, go for it.
Phantom Road, everybody. Read this freaking book if you love the X-Files and those type of storylines. This is crazy. This is,
Yeah.
like, so wild. We've spent a lot of time in the past with this latest arc where we're kind of exploring the nature of this FBI agent who has decided, hey, he's just going to chill in this little extra dimensional place that takes place within the ley lines that these gas stations are all at. So got
Mm,
to see a lot of his background here and how it incorporates into the agents in the present time and how they're investigating the nature of this alien egg that's being delivered. So really
okay.
cool stuff, great artwork, cool story. It's Jeff Lemire. Everyone should be reading it.
Yeah. Yeah. I think I read the first 3 and I didn't know what was happening. I was like, I don't know what's going on. And I guess I just didn't give it enough time to figure out.
Well, if you need to know what's happening, don't read this book because I still don't know what's happening, but that's okay for me.
I read Fenton. I do what Eric tells me to do. Yeah, I know. I read Power Fantasy. I know. I just need to learn just to like listen to whatever he says.
Well, and it's funny that you say that because I'm trying to put together the Greg list now. You know, every book that I'm like, I feel like Greg is going to talk about that because I can't, you
Yeah.
know.
I'll be
And you know,
damned if I'm reading bear fight, bear shirt, bare chested, whatever fighter dude. I'll be damned if I read that. But I did read Power Pals. I think you did too. It was actually pretty. It was actually really good.
you don't got to say it on stream out loud how good it was. Okay, that was a secret back chat kind of thing that it was so freaking good.
It was
Greg,
pretty funny.
Gregory, we read it.
Yeah, for sure. Stu, what's going on, dude?
What up, Stu?
Hope you're doing well. You working a double, bro? What are you doing, man? I hate it for you, man. Have a good day today. Hopefully, it's not too busy for you.
Yep.
Crypto was a cliffhanger. Yeah, now I have to get issue 2. There you go.
Oh,
Okay. It was off my radar completely, so I have to blame you guys. Need to read the last issue of Joe Sitting on My Destin's Heroes. Yeah, it's a good one. It's a good one. It kind of, takes us back to the basics in the Joe camp and focuses on 2 characters and introduces a new villain. So it's pretty awesome, I thought.
okay. I'm gonna be playing catch up with Paul.
Blood and Thunder was a pretty solid book. It's not like blowing your mind kind of great, but I think it's got some cool characters. It's got interesting concepts and things. And I always like, I've said it 1,000 times, but I always like a little AI companion that the heroes have. That's in a lot of books right now, and it's in this one too. It's been pretty cool though. I like it. It's definitely a book that's like middle of the road, but it's more good than it is bad, I would say.
Okay, right on.
And then This Ends Tonight. Interesting
Yeah.
book that might be coming out. That might be on my risk. Gary Duggan on that one.
This has been solicited over and over and over too, because I remember
Oh yeah.
I had this on my pull list. It must have been last year at this point, and then they just kind of kept pushing it out. So we'll see if this now has room to remain on that pull list.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Another good Hughes variant. Yep.
yeah,
Hughes when Hughes is doing some good stuff for sure. I like the Jay Lee Kill Bill homage. That's pretty dope.
that's awesome. Yeah,
But then cover A is just really good too. It's just that's a great blue. I just like that a lot.
yeah,
cool.
that'll demand your attention when it's sitting on the stands.
Yeah, it'll pop for sure. Anything else?
Nope, that'll do it.
Cool. What about up here? Anything striking you here?
Ghost Pepper
Ghost
is
Pepper.
done by the artist that took over for Joe Mad on Battle Chasers. So I kind of want to just see what it's all about, see if it's maybe a story that's going to be in that same vein, kind of universally of Battle Chasers, that fantasy kind of thing.
Right.
Yeah, so I'll probably check this out.
Yeah. Of course, it's got the art germ. It's got this one. This is a really great cover too.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah, I just like the colors and stuff on it. And then who else we got? Got Lima. We got a bunch of names that I can't pronounce or
There's a
remember.
Joe Mad. Yeah, perfect.
Joe Mad, yeah. Yeah, it looks pretty cool. It looks like a book. Remember back in 2019, Image would put out a book like this every week.
Oh, dude, no kidding. Yes.
And I would get them all, and
I know.
hardly any of them lasted.
Yep. I can think of a couple off the top of my head here. I'll keep quiet
Yeah.
on which ones those may be, though.
Yeah. Ever since Something's Killing Children and Ice Cream Man came out, Image had a run of number ones that, and like none of them ever hit after that, except for a few, maybe.
Yeah, kind of.
Witchblade, supposed to be a key issue. There you go. Okay.
Oh, okay.
I used to pull up like Key Collector and stuff and like look and see what's the keys of the week. And I used to pay. I just stopped doing that, man. I don't know. I just can't. Yeah.
Yeah. I was reading
Yeah.
Witchblade early on, too, so.
It does have a great art germ cover. Up here, Tin Can Society, man.
We're back.
Hopefully. I don't remember what happened. Do you?
Yes, I do. In fact, oh gosh. We have another suit that opens up. Person comes in, saves the day. The suit opens up, and
It's a child, right?
No,
Yeah.
it's our dead protagonist.
Wait, what? I thought it was the kid.
No,
Or
the
am I-
kid
am
was
I
like
an
the
issue
kid was
behind?
like 3 issues behind.
Oh God. That's why I forgot. Okay.
Yes, you did. But when 3 months go by without an issue, that tends to happen.
At least. God, when
Yeah.
was the last? We say 3 months, but is it really 3 months?
I think it might be.
March? Oh, I don't think I read March. I think the
Oh,
last one I read was, well, did I read March? I don't remember.
where's that Men in Black thing? Forget everything I said.
Showdown, Unreal Baffling Truth, Movie Star Senate. Well, that doesn't tell me anything. Okay.
No.
Well, I got to go back and take a look. I remember they busted into his wife's house with a kid, and then the other people come in. I think I read one more after that. So maybe I am caught up. I just don't remember.
You might be. I mean, it's probably just the stinger at the end where you were like, "How did they finish that book?"
Yeah. Yeah, big gap in release. Yeah, I mean, it would make a great trade read. It was a really cool story.
They're so close to the end, though, Dino. They're so close.
Yeah, you got to hold out, man. Come on. Anything else up here? You still
Blood
reading this?
Brothers Mother. No, I dropped it. I don't know. Part of me wishes I didn't because the art was
Yeah.
really good. It's Brian Azzarello writing it.
Sure.
Yeah, so maybe I'll dive back in.
Yeah.
I kind of doubt it though.
Nothing up here for me either, man. This is kind of I think we're getting towards the end, and we're like halfway through the page.
Yeah, no, we got
Fire
a
and Ice, Mothra, DuckTales, Herculoid, Catacomb.
new EC property from Oni Press there, but yeah, that's it.
Not really interested. After 2 or 3 of those, you kind of fall off a little bit.
Just a bit, yeah.
Yeah, nothing up here for me either.
Be not afraid. Yeah, Los Monsteros, I've heard good things about, but it's on issue 3 now. I'm not sure if I have time to play catch up on that, but heard good things.
That's a funny cover, the red shirts.
That's
That's actually hilarious. Let me see I just want to see who's on it. Oh, Cantwell's on this one. There you go.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Might be something to check out. Yeah, it's got great covers. Put on a red shirt and listen to Starfleet today.
Yeah, maybe not though. Maybe.
Yeah. Oh, Declan's got a cover. Nice. Stop. That's cool. All right, nothing else for me up there. Far down below, though, decent book. It's kind of a Goonies YA kind of a title. I accepted that. It's fun. So
yeah, it's fun. If you're looking for a deep book that makes you really reflect upon yourself and what you've done in your life, this ain't it. That's not the book for you. This is just kids.
Go read a Dennis Camp book if you want that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, kids doing fun things, swearing at adults, good times.
Right. Yeah. Zdarsky News. Nothing else up here though for me.
Yeah,
Benjamin number 2. That was brought up on the monthly show. Benjamin.
Yeah.
Didn't read number 1 though.
Great covers.
Yeah, pretty cool. Yep. Man, the ads are attacking me at this point. What's going on here? Pastime. I think I remember number 1 coming out. I think some of you all read that one. I did. I wasn't in that group though.
Yeah, not me.
Nothing else over here. Cold Witch, Golden Rage, Toxic Team Up, Dread the Hall H. No, nothing over there for me. Let's see. Blood Moon Nemesis, Endless Night, Rome Eternal, Monsters We Make, and They Chose Violence.
Yeah, we're in the scrollable areas now.
Scrollable area. Nothing over here. Archie, 2000 AD. Batman 100 for some reason.
Those
And
Panini Press comics, whenever they solicit those, always throw me off. I'm like, I swear to God,
I
I got
know.
this Wonder Woman comic. I know that I did.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Yep. All right. 23rd. Hopefully we'll get some good stuff. Hush, if you believe it or not. I don't think I believe it.
No.
Absolute Wonder Woman, Absolute Martian Manhunter. Those are two bangers right there.
Heck yeah. Are you keeping up with or are you reading Superman?
I dropped out probably. When did I drop out? It was probably a couple issues ago.
This
It's probably 27 when that arc ended.
Oh,
When Robo Lex was stopped and whatever happened to Lois, that's the last issue I read.
okay. You may want to jump back in. The issue 27 ended
Or-
with the promise that this is kind of be the catalyst to jump into kind of like DC All In year 2. This is going to be DC
Oh,
proper's part in the
okay.
interconnectivity between the Absolute Universe and this one.
Okay.
28 is going to be kind of like the kickoff of that.
Yeah. Did this come out last week? June 25th?
Yeah, I think it was just last week.
Oh, okay. So that I didn't read 27. I must have read whatever the conclusion of like the Robo Lex and
Mhm.
Lois losing her power. You know what I mean? Like that's where I am. So
Yeah, I
I
think
didn't
it was
read this
26
last.
or 25 then for sure.
Yeah, somewhere back there. Okay. So maybe I'll read 27 and get ready for 28. Good call. Uncanny not reading that one, but yeah, honestly, these absolute books are going to be the best ones, I think.
Yeah, for sure.
Is this? Oh, it's not. I was like, is that a freaking Spears cover for that? I don't think it's not though.
No,
Stop
that
it.
looks cool though.
Yeah, looks like we got Hayden on the art. I think I got this cover. Well, all these variant covers are so good.
Oh,
The
dude,
Mahmood
Mahmoud is
cover is amazing. Chris's
Chris
cover is
Hampton.
amazing. That's so
Dang,
cool.
dude. Yeah, DC is killing it when it comes to variant covers. Like they're doing it right. It makes me who doesn't buy variants, buy variants.
Yeah. Any series this month that you say are at a good starting point? Someone just getting back into single issues, no limits on characters or creators, is looking for an entry point. Well, Stu followed that up immediately without hesitation and said Assorted Crisis Events by Dennis Camp.
Who's that
Year
guy? I
Zero.
never heard of that.
I don't know if you read Ice Cream Man or if you like existential dread, yet layered with some optimism. Then yeah, Assorted Crisis Events would be a really good place to start. We're only 4 issues in, not really connected, so you can jump in whenever, or you can jump back into number 1 and enjoy the ride with us.
Yeah,
You
and
have
near
any?
zero, I would also ask like what kind of genres do you like? Are you looking for
Yeah.
superhero books? Are you looking for more of an indie book? Are you looking for melodrama, horror? Let us know. I'm pretty sure we can come up with some suggestions for you.
Oh yeah, we read hundreds of books, hundreds and hundreds of books a year. So yeah, we're Wednesday warriors, reading over a dozen books a week. So we got you covered, man. So yeah, just
Oh
tell
yeah,
us what kind of genre you want, superhero, real life, whatever you want, man. We got lots of different things we can recommend.
yeah,
I know you said
absolutely.
open, no limits on creators or characters, but yeah, hone it in a little bit for us, and we can help you out for sure. Issue 5 comes out. Okay, yeah, anthology style storytelling, existentialist dread, done profound way. Great way to put Assorted Crisis Events.
Yeah, totally.
I mean, and the absolute books are great. Wonder Woman, Manhunter, Superman. Those are the way to go if you want that superhero kind of a flavor to it. But yeah, let us know
Mhm.
what you're honing in on, and we can tell you. What about up here? What are you looking forward to? Anything?
I'm still reading ASM. I'm still enjoying
Okay.
ASM even with the JRJR issue. But it's all about Green Arrow for me. That is
Yeah.
leaps and bounds my favorite superhero comic book that I'm reading right now. It's so good,
Wow.
so gritty, so crime driven, and just real. Yeah, I
Yeah.
dig it so much. That's a really good book.
Okay. Great. Nothing up here for me really. I am ASM. I'm dipping in and out of. I didn't read the last one. I don't think, and so
Yeah,
I don't know.
that's the telltale sign. You're done. You could say it. It's okay. This is a safe
Well,
place.
we got Ultimate, we got Predator, and we have Wolverine. So I have 3 other Spider-Man books I'm reading. So it's
Yep.
like, do I need 4? I mean, that's the Batman question. So saw Chris yesterday. Green Arrow.
Oh,
Nice.
dang. Did you go to Third Eye, Simpleton? I bet you did. Dang it.
Yeah. Looks like by the end of the summer, yeah, my pull list will be cut by 30% with Magic, Laura Kenny, and Helverine gone. Were you enjoying the books? Let us know.
Yeah.
Were you enjoying them?
Your wallet thanks you.
Yeah. Yes, I did. Nice.
Dang, good for you, dude.
That's awesome. And West Coast Avengers too. Yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
You always need 4 Spider-Man books. Come on, Nick. Yeah. We know who the Marvel shill is.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah. Obvious choices would be any first issues debuting. Conan, yeah, start a new storyline. That could be one. Yeah, sure. So Dynamite, yeah, thanks for helping out. So Near Zero, if you want that classic hero's journey kind of a thing, Conan from Titan Comics, Conan the Barbarian, or Savage Sword, honestly, great place to start. Conan, the last issue that came out, 21, is this the beginning of the arc. You don't need to know anything that happened previously to that, so you don't have to read the 20 issues. But I recommend doing so because Jim Zub is killing it on all of that. But yeah, Conan's a great one to jump in on right now.
Well, and I'm not sure. I think you probably mentioned it before I hopped on, but Beneath the Trees, the sequel series, is coming
Yeah.
out, premiering on the 9th. So that's a new number one, a good possible good place if you like the horror tinged stuff.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. If you want. Yep. Exactly. So Beneath the Trees, Rites of Passage, I think it's called, is going to be starting soon. The sequel to the first volume. I recommend getting the first volume though.
Yeah. Yeah.
It'll set the stage for sure. You're devastated about Helverine because it's the second best Wolverine book out after Ultimate. Yeah.
Okay.
That's a shame.
Yeah.
Yep. Up here, I know there's some gems up here for you. Which ones are you looking forward to?
Ooh, this is a strong row for me. Storm is awesome, playing with cosmic ideas for this character, this already Omega level character. Now she's kind of inhabited by the entity of a cosmic source. So it's kind of cool how they're playing with that idea, that balancing act, because Storm is a very proud character as well, and she's kind of not letting anyone in to help, and she's kind of still navigating what this means for her.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a cool looking. Ooh, who is that?
Oh, sorry.
No, it's okay. Dang, I kind of like that. Who did that?
Darbo? What is this? Karen S. Darbo?
Okay. First time I've heard that name, but I like
Betsy
it.
Cola and then main cover. Yep.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah,
yes. Storm is awesome right now. Geiger, do we need to say any more? Jeff Johns, Gary Frank. It's so cool. And now they're really starting to string things in from the original series as well. Now that Dr. Molotov is back into the fray, and yeah, they're getting to have some uncomfortable conversations. That's going to be really cool. Department of Truth, really interesting little mini arc that they have going on here. Really interesting art choice with Leticia Catanese, I believe is the name. The hallmark on this row, I'll say it again though. Iron Man. Iron Man has been so sneaky good. If you want a Marvel book that is more than what a Marvel book can be right now, they're playing in the war landscape right now, and they're doing so in a very what's the right word? Mature way, maybe. It's different than a Marvel book could be. It's not just all punching, kicking, repulsor blast. It's really playing with the landscape of war, and I dig that.
Yeah, you're making me want to catch up on Iron Man.
Yeah, it's not going to change your life, but it's such a pleasant surprise for what could be an Iron Man book. And my gripe is always like that they repeat the same tropes over and over with Iron Man, and this is finally straying away from that and doing some new things.
Yeah. Yeah. Fair point. It's better than you thought it was going to be. That's all you can ask for.
Yep.
Void Rivals has been good. I said in my review the back 10 is better than the first 10 in my opinion, just because we're kind of getting to the point of the Void Rivals section of the Energon universe, which is like their local conflicts and their prophecies and the unity of their cultures and things. And we're progressing, and I like that. Storm, I'm catching up on. I'm actually caught up on it, but I'm catching up on the excitement of it, so to speak.
Gotcha.
Geiger's been solid as always. Geiger's another great one. Near Zero. So if you haven't gotten into Geiger yet, the Ghost Machine universe in general is pretty solid, man.
Oh yeah.
So Geiger, Junkyard Joe, Redcoat, like those are solid books. You could check those out too. And Geiger has a first volume as well. So we has a first volume, an 80-page giant. And now we're on volume number 2 with issue number 16.
Good lordy.
Lots to read, man. There's no shortage of that. What's your thoughts on Kirkman Transformers? I think Daniel Warren Johnson has a writing style that just can never be replicated. I think he has a lot of curveballs he throws, and he has a lot of exciting things that he just comes to him naturally, especially with moments and characters and things like that you can never replicate. I'm going to miss that the most. Kirkman's capable of that, but I haven't honestly read a lot of Kirkman, like recent Kirkman stuff that has been like, you can't miss this book, you know? Everyone loves Invincible. Well, Invincible came out 10 years ago, you know, like everyone loves Walking Dead. That book came out 10 years ago, you know, so, you know, what has he done the last 3 years? I hope there's an answer to that. That's really super exciting. But you're never going to replace Daniel Warren Johnson's character moments and heart and pureness of it. And that's what I'm going to miss the most. And the art style reflected that. And Riley Rosmo who's on that book? Jorge Corona replicated it really, really well.
Mm-hmm.
And Moore is going to bring a whole different artistic vibe to it. As sketchy as he can possibly be, he's not going to be able to match the essence that we've laid down so far, which might be fine, you know. But that's kind of my thoughts. What do we say? Cautiously optimistic.
I'm not saying you said it, not me. I'm staying out of that. Notice everyone in the chat though how much Nick is a "what have you done for me lately" kind of reader. Doesn't care about like the rich history of Invincible and The Walking Dead. It's okay.
I do care about it. That's the point. 20 years? Don't tell me 20 years. What are you talking about? Oh, for Invincible? Yeah. I was kind of like averaging Walking Dead into that as well. But yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's pretty insane.
Really strong moments in Invincible. Very strong moments inside of Walking Dead. But not a lot of those moments lately. I hope I'm wrong. Shout it out in the chat though if I'm wrong. A lot of great comments in here though.
Yeah.
All right, let's keep things moving here. Solid week, a solid row right there, I would say.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Up here, Exquisite Corpses number 3. Kind of disappointed by number 2. A lot of talking.
Me too.
Who would have thought? A lot of talking, a lot of, you know, just normal stuff. Some more killers were taken out, some more behind the scene deals being made. Not a whole lot of excitement. I'm kind of glad we got a double page or double size issue number 1. You know, so we can have a lot to chew on, but didn't really pay off in issue number 2. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like I've learned enough to where if I stick around, I'm not going to enjoy what I get. Like, and I feel bad for that because I want to give a series as much runway as possible so it can get its hooks in me. I just feel like I know the drill already. So,
right.
Yeah, I think I'm done.
Yeah, I'll keep reading it until it gets to the point where I'm just like, all right, we're just doing the same thing over again. I can't take this anymore. That might take two more issues probably to get there. But I hope I'm wrong. We want to be wrong about these opinions, guys. It's
yes,
we're not stubborn enough to like give up on things super quick. So Phoenix, I am stubborn. I'm probably not going to read that one because I gave it 10 issues or 11 issues or 12, and I'm like, okay, the arc's done. We're doing something really weird now. I might dip out and dip back in later.
Yeah. The promise of Cable and Jean being together is kind of awesome. But I did drop this book myself as well. We'll see. Maybe if it's a lighter kind of week, maybe it finds its way back.
Psylocke was in the same boat. Interesting first couple issues, but fell off of it after a while.
Yeah, same drill. And now you're hearing that all of these books are getting canceled anyway.
Yeah, so it's like, why bother?
Yeah.
I didn't read New History of DCU. I'm glad they're doing it. I just didn't get it or read it. So, I heard it's good though.
Yeah, but it's good, but not in the way that a comic book is good. It is very informational. It's a
history book. Yeah, for those who don't know.
But it reads like a history book, and like there are a lot of it that I appreciated because of that. Because I'm like, oh, I didn't know that, and I don't have a huge history with the DC universe. I've always been a Marvel kid first, and then DC I kind of sprinkled in. So there's a lot of things, especially with the Fourth World and the New Gods kind of arena, where I'm like, oh, that's how this is all incorporated, and this is how it all works together. So I appreciated that part of it, but you know, it's not the big, bold, exciting book that you're going to get from a lot of these others.
Yeah. I mean, I would just get a collected edition of this if I cared that much about the DCU.
Yeah.
Because I like the approach. I just don't need them in floppies. That's kind of my thought on that. And there's so many freaking characters in the DCU, man. I flip through it and I'm like, who's this guy? I've never even heard of this. You know, it's like, who's that villain? Who's this hero? But that's what a history book does, So
Yep, absolutely.
Herm with the question of the day. He's picked up all the trades for Conan. Should he start picking up the single issues? I think Dynamite has a pretty good answer here. If you prefer picking up floppies or trades, I prefer singles because I'm impatient. If you're a Wednesday warrior, why not? If you like collected editions, go for it. If I already had all the trades, I just continue with trades.
I was gonna say the OCD in me tells me I would continue in trades just to kind of have that cohesive nature of volumes 1 through
Right.
whatever.
Yeah. But again, if you're up to date on your weekly comics and you just love having that weekly comic in your hand or that monthly comic in your hand and keeping up with the conversations and stuff, then of course single issues is the way to go. Conan's one of those books where double dipping I'm not going to be mad at, So if you're into that kind of stuff, go for it. Yeah, I want the encyclopedia. I feel like store-to-door salesman. Yeah, exactly. That is funny. Yep. All right, keep it going. Ice Cream Man, if I'll believe it when I see it, but man, I'm so
Why'd you have
glad
to
to get
say it
that
like
back.
that, man? I got so hyped in that moment, and then you're just like, yeah, I'll believe it when I see it.
It is what it is, man. We haven't seen an issue. What was the January? I mean, 6 months now. We used to be quarterly, and now it's every other, 2 a year. It's man, but then we have November. Wait, no, we're going the wrong way. Then we July, September, October. So are we gonna get 3 in the next 6 months? I don't know.
Hey, kind of give them a break. They're working on a Superman book right now, Nick. So let's give a little bit of some leeway there.
We will. We are. W. Maxwell Prince knows we are giant Ice Cream Man fans. We've been reading it from the beginning, and we love that book. We just wish it came out more often because we're selfish.
Yes, well put.
Anything else up here?
Not a thing.
Sweet. Mr. Terrific, Year 1, number 3, Feral, number 15, a book I didn't read, and I kind of regret it, but I kind of don't at the same time.
Yeah, the best book that Robbie recommends that I continue to not be able to find a way to get to.
I know. Every month gets one more issue further away from me reading it. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Rogue Sun, Spider-Verse, Fantastic Four Fanfare number 3, because we need more Fantastic Four books out. There you go.
Yeah.
Nothing else. Nothing up here.
Big old nothing.
Minor Arcana, a book that I wish we were able to get, but Diamond being Diamond screwed us up on our Boom stuff for a little while. I was really enjoying the first 4 issues or so and haven't read one since because of distribution. So I need to figure it out.
That sucks, dude.
Yeah, I know. I like the book.
Just good. It's really good.
I know. And then Lucky Devils is still good.
How are we only on issue 4?
Because we haven't had one in like 2 months. The distribution for this one sucks too. So we had January, February, then we skipped March, went to April, skipped June, went to July, and July, August, September. So we're doing every other month for some reason.
We skipped May and June, jumping right
February.
into
February, March, April, May, June, July. Yeah, you're right. Yep.
And then July,
August, September. That's why. It started in January.
Dude, nothing kills a series for me like late books. I mean, if we can't hit that monthly or at least every other month, I can give you every other month. If you can't hit that,
and that's hard though. Yeah. What else up here?
Not a whole heck of a lot.
When is Lunar taking over for Diamond? So they already have started taking over. So like Titan books, you can get through Lunar now. I can't remember exactly all the different things. I know Dynamite is still over with Dynamite is with Diamond still.
I don't think they are. I think they've officially made the switch. Yeah.
Okay. I just haven't been updated then. So I'm not sure who's with Diamond exclusively at this point, but Titan just switched for us maybe a month ago, maybe. Dynamite moved to Lunar. Sure. Okay. So now I can start ordering my Dynamite books again. Great.
Yeah, I don't think that there's any publisher out there that's exclusive with Diamond anymore, unless it's like the small, like Xenoscope or something like that. Like sure. I wouldn't know any different. So
yeah, so all my X-rated covers I can get now. Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Sweet. Well, good. I want to get back in Space Ghost, man. I'm so excited for that.
Yeah, Volume 2 is going to kick off, so it's the right time.
Bobby DeLagello in the house. What's up, dude? Good morning, sir. Enjoy your coffee. Hanging out with us. What are you looking forward to up here? There's at least 2 for me.
Ooh, at least 2. Interesting. Okay, The Seasons. The Seasons is such a fun, charming book with a tinge
Mhm.
of darkness. Just enough in there to make it really, really interesting in the way that, oh, I see. I see now why. I don't do I have to say anymore? You're in it for the Danny cover.
It's a good story too, but the
It's
freaking Danny cover's a 1 in 15.
Oh, okay, well,
Yeah.
1 in 15 is tolerable, though. A couple extra bucks, come
Not when
on.
you're the only guy buying it at your shop. You gotta
Oh,
go to Midtown and pay $20 for it or whatever,
oh, that's true.
14.99 for it.
That's true. Okay, but The Seasons is a really fun book. The way that the
It
last
is.
issue ended, yeah, the nature of this circus that comes into town is really kind of been explored now, and now we're going to see the ramifications of the Seasons sisters being involved with that, and some more familial things that are happening without giving away too
Yeah.
many spoilers.
Yeah, for sure. My second one would be Rockefellers. It's still a book I'm reading. So, yeah, my review is I don't know where the story's going, but it's planted some seeds. It's very episodic. It's
hmm
still a fun book. It's drawn really well. It's engaging. The characters are fun, but like there's no story yet. There is a story. I know there's a story, but it's just not super obvious and they don't really follow it that well.
I think I dropped at 4, and what I had
Yeah.
gotten because I had the same I won't say frustration, but critique of it, where it's like the last page or 2, they'll give you an inkling to the greater
Yes.
storyline, like but then the
Yes.
story of the issue, the meat of it is nothing. It's
It's
just
a
a
day in
day.
a life.
Yeah,
That's it.
there you go.
Yeah. Cool book though. I mean, great characters and everything. We just need like a thread.
Mhm.
We need a thread that we follow from each issue. I'm still digging at stories. I get that. We're 6 issues in. We're already through the first arc. What was the point of the first arc? To set the stage? I guess that's the point of it, I suppose. And hint, like Eric said on the last page or last 2 pages, this mysterious person that we just figured out who it was.
Oh,
Um,
you figured out who it was at this point, though.
not this past issue, the issue before, we figure out who it is.
It's the grandma that fell in the ice, isn't it?
It's the grandma that fell in the ice. She time
Knew
traveled
it.
in the time traveling ice. She's back. She's seeking revenge on the kids that she sacrificed herself for.
What a twist.
What a twist. Nothing up here for me. Terminator,
Uh,
Red City, Peacemaker.
so I like that Terminator 9 and 10 are on the same road. That ain't
Yeah, great,
happening.
great.
Yeah. Godzilla
Godzilla
number
1,
1? Maybe.
Tim Seeley. Nicola, I'm not even going to try that.
I don't I've never seen that artist's work, so I can't really speak to it. Um, it's a new number 1. It's
Martin,
Godzilla.
Martin Simmons.
Hmm,
Okay.
yeah.
It's like they didn't take my Battle Beast cover, so I made it a Godzilla
A,
cover.
a little bit, right?
Yeah, it looks great though. Yeah, maybe Godzilla.
Yeah, that's it.
Nothing.
That's a maybe. But everything else, yeah, big old pass.
Lost Fantasy's been pretty good. It's got a lot of cool mixtures of things in it. So
Mhm.
I think issue 2 was better than issue number 1. I'm a
Yeah,
little bit hyped for that one.
took the words out of my
Hornsby
mouth.
Hornsby and Hill, I think I did I drop that one? I think I dropped out of that one. And then Captain Planet, I like number 1, so if I can get number 2, that'd be cool. 'Cause I
Yeah.
like number 1.
Yeah,
What about you?
it's for once, I'm glad that a book did get delayed because we should have had Captain Planet number 2 in our hands already, but I bet
Oh,
because
yeah.
distribution changed, they were like, "You know what? Let's get it right on over to Lunar so that people can actually get their books."
Right, right. Derek makes a good point. It's like a metal song that has 8 minutes of orchestral music before getting into the screaming. Yeah,
Yeah.
I probably. Maybe Rockefellers, maybe it'll do that. Who knows?
Yeah.
That's pretty funny. All right. I mean, Kaya, man, right?
Kaya is
That's
the
the big boy here.
Here we go again. So we just saw Captain Planet number 2 on the previous row. Now we have number
Right.
3 and 4 on this one.
Oh god, I didn't see 4.
Yeah, it's a Captain Planet kind of week apparently. Yeah, Kaya is the book here. That
Yeah.
without a shadow of a doubt. Nothing else. Good. I mean, because 2 and or I'm sorry, 3 and 4 of Captain Planet, there's no way that those actually make it out. So
No, unless they're trying to make up for lost time and they're just being super, super nice, which they're not gonna do.
yeah, not happening.
So Hornsby and Halo on the hot seat. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You know, and the bad thing is it's not a bad book by any means. I think it's just
Not.
written for, you want that sensibility of the
Mhm.
childlike wonder and adventure that you can get from those books. And, and that's great, but it's just, yeah, it bumped its way out of contention for just remaining on my pull list.
Yeah. I think if you have a younger kid, 10, 11, 12, I think they really like that book.
Hmm.
Or if you have such a wide range of like books that you really enjoy, I think that'd be great too. Hot
Hmm.
seat. What's the opposite of the on deck circle? Yeah.
Hmm.
I don't know. I don't know. I thought somebody else said something. No, what is this one? Don't work with them, but Humble Bundle has a nice remender bundle. There you
Now
go.
say that, yeah, say that entire sentence 5 times
I
fast.
can't. I
Yeah.
haven't had enough coffee for that.
The Remender Humble Bundle.
The Humble
Bundles.
Bundle,
Yeah.
Humble Bundle remender bundle, killing
Yeah.
us.
I already got the Remender Humble Bundle, whoop, over the shoulder, right down there. I think I got almost everything.
Yeah, we've just been humbled on stream just now. Space Ghost #1. There's that Dynamite relaunch you're talking about.
There we go.
Hopefully, I can get my hands on that one. Silverhawk, Space Quest. Nothing else for me though,
Yeah, it's all about Space Ghost. I'm excited to get that
for
back.
sure. Yeah. Vampirilla 4 and 5. Good job, Dynamite. You're knocking them all out, man. Good for you.
All the
Herculoid.
books.
Army of Darkness. No, nothing for me up here.
Yeah, no, nothing.
Probably the same for you. Did you read Sleep? I think issue 1 just came out. I don't know how issue 3 is going to come out, but
No, I did not. In fact, I
okay.
don't know if I've heard anyone talk about it. Did you read and review it?
We had one copy come in. It was for somebody else, I think, and I didn't get my hands on it. I think it came out the week of Heroes, honestly. I
Ah,
think that
okay.
might be the case. Maybe,
Oh,
maybe
yeah.
not. I don't
If
remember.
it was the Week of Heroes, I know that my pull list
Mm,
definitely was trimmed down for my videos reviews.
I think. Oh, well, no. I guess Sleep #2 came out last week. I know we had Sleep, but I don't remember reading the first one, and I remember seeing an issue at my shop, but I think it was for somebody else.
Okay.
I don't know.
Well, hey, kudos to your shop for selling a book other than Spider-Man and Batman.
Indeed. Usagi, the voice said kill. Nothing else for me.
Voice said kill. I'm hyped for. Yeah, a
I'm
new Cy
great.
Spurrier book. Oh,
Oh,
come
forget it.
on.
Oh, Del Rey is on the art. Oh, Haas is on the letters. Damn it.
Yep.
Okay.
You know it's going to be good if it's Haas's lettering it.
Yeah. It's got a Tula 1 in 50, a Christian Ward 1 in 25. Okay, so they made a call. Push the voice said kill. That's what they said. Okay,
You don't need a push when you got Cy Spurrier writing it. Sorry, not sorry.
sure. Double toil trouble humble bundle remember bundle. Stop it.
That's hilarious.
Can't do this. What about this row? Anything interesting for you? I wanted to check out Lost Boy, The Last
It's
Boy, but I never got into it.
it's Panosian time. I'm trade weighting it myself, but
Oh,
gosh
okay.
darn it. Yeah, I want to get into it. I love the Peter Pan story too. I feel
Right.
like it's got
Yeah,
so much room for reinterpretation on that. So
it
it's
does.
always one of those I feel guilty when I don't read it and I feel like I want to play catch up on it.
It's got some pretty cool variants too. I'm digging that. That's pretty cool. Although you kind of lose the narrative with it a little bit. Like,
Yeah.
why is Martian Manhunter hanging out with a bunch of mermaids? Like, that's what I get.
Who needs
Somebody
variants
just,
when Panosian's on cover A's?
yeah, yeah, it's pretty dope. I love how a bunch of uh, dudes in their 40s talking about how they resonate with a Peter Pan book. Yeah, it's like
Who also read comics.
we're all pan.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you could argue that we're all in a state of arrested development.
for sure. Yeah, giving me crap about math in the morning. Here you are quoting Shakespeare. Yeah, where I want to. Yeah, Herm is a very narrow focus. Like, yeah, hey man, that's the great thing about comics, man. If you like Cape and Cowl stuff and you just want some fun, there are books out there for you. If you like existential dread and depression, there are books out there for you.
Yeah.
So this row, Vanishing Point #3, I'll keep checking it out. I think it's just because Russell's on it and it's a anthology kind of a thing. I think we're going to be hit or miss depending on the story. I think I liked issue 2 better in retrospect than I did during that week. It still wasn't like, oh my God, everyone's got to read this, but it was at least interesting. And I think I didn't give it a fair shake, but maybe I did. I don't know. But three's coming in.
Yeah, I still have to read issue number 2, in fact, so we'll see
Okay.
if I can, get around to that one here. Again, that was one of the Heroes Week cuts
It
that I had
was.
to make.
What else? What else up here is catching your eye? Anything?
Dude, a whole lot of nothing. Darren
Okay.
Aronofsky's Human Nature is that's another book. Just I only point that out because it's coming out from Frank Miller's imprint,
Mm,
Frank Miller Press or whatever the heck it's called. So
yeah.
who knows?
Okay. Nothing over here for me either. We might start the scroll just for time's sake.
The Great British Bump Off is that book that I want to pick up and give to my wife and be like, see, maybe you could be a comic book fan too. She loves murder mysteries. She loves cooking shows. This
That's funny.
incorporates both. So maybe I picked that up for her.
Yeah. Spider Bats are us. Bobby's already coined the comic book store that Herm's going to open one day with all of his back issue Batman and Spider-Mans.
That
And
store
Jack
sounds like
the Shark.
nightmare fuel. Ugh. I don't like spiders. I don't like bats.
Thundercats Powerpuff is a team up I never thought I needed, for sure.
There you go.
That's funny. We have a giant size 161 if you're into such things. Return to Skull Island. Look into my eyes. Dark Honor and Bronze Faces.
Look into my eyes. Who's the creative team on that? I'll give Mad Cave right now. They're doing really good work, so I want to give them as much chances as possible.
Is that Rubine? I don't know.
Never heard of him. Francesco Segala, though. I feel
Segala, yeah, and El Torres on the letters. Yeah, we got a great variant cover here. From Maria. We have an interesting A. Okay.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
If there's room.
Yeah. Anything else?
Nah, nothing.
Nothing up here for me either.
Yeah, that's a whole lot of nothing here.
Okay. Keep going. Never was. Nothing. We don't kill spiders. I can't believe that's still around. I like the first couple issues of that first arc or first volume, but I haven't kept up with all the other ones.
Right over my head. I have no idea what that even is.
It was one of those books that came out years ago that was just like one of those indies. Whenever we're taking everyone down, but no, that was the most recent one. Whenever the sentence title became normalized.
Yeah. Where's the furthest place
Where's the
go?
first place from here? Something's killing children. Back in those days, there was that one about space giants dying as well. What was that one? We only find them when they're dead. Like when that stuff was coming out, this book came around that time, and I checked it out, and it was a cool premise. It was very like witchcrafty kind of stuff, and I dug it, but I just never kept up with it.
Gotcha.
So we have Doc in the house. What's going on?
Hey.
Thanks for coming in, dude. Yep. Good morning to you for sure. All right, let's keep it rolling. Ghostman number 2 from Cosmic Lion Productions. There you go.
Heck yeah. I'm not sure if you had a chance to stop at the Cosmic Lion booth when we were at Heroes, but I did. The artist of this book, in fact, I think it might be the artist and writer of this book were there.
Yeah.
Really good work. I'm kind of excited to check this all out.
I think I have issue number 1. I can't remember if I do or not. I have a stack of all those like 6x8s over there, like on my thing. It's just a bunch of it's either Cosmic Lion stuff, it's Hyler stuff, it's Mahdi's stuff. It's just a stack, or it's even some other folks that we've talked to in the past. Yeah. Good stuff. So check out Cosmic Lion if you haven't yet. Ghostman number 2 hits shelves very soon. You probably only get that online. You probably can't order that, I don't think.
No, Cosmic Lion is.
Do they have distribution?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Okay, that's good to know. I need to double check my poll list then. And then nothing else. Jump to the last week, the 30th. This is either going to be huge or it's going to be very minimal.
Oh boy, let's see.
We'll see. It starts off pretty strong though. Ultimate Spider-Man and the Ultimates.
Heck yeah, those are exciting. That's going to be a good time, especially seeing how both of those previous issues ended off. I feel like there's big things that we're building towards, especially as year 2 of the Ultimate Universe is almost kind of coming to a close.
Mm-hmm. I kind of want the maker to hatch out of that shell and just have an unstoppable wave that just rolls over the world and takes everybody out despite all their best efforts preparing. And then the book just ends.
Who
I kind
hurt
of
you,
want that
Nick?
to happen.
Like, what happened?
Who
Why?
hurt you?
Yeah,
I think it would be
Jesus.
so poetic to have these books go for so long, and they're trying their best, and they're trying to figure out what to do, and they're especially in the last Ultimate book when they're trying to like outsource it to like the public, even in the correctional facilities and all this
Mhm.
stuff, and it just doesn't matter. I think
It'll
that'd
be
be
a
so
decade from now when we'll be on Ultimates issue like 250, the like
yeah,
milestone issue, and it's going to be the whiteboard again. It's going to be the Ultimates, V 27.0. It's like
right.
we're still trying.
Yeah.
We're going to make this work.
I think it'd be great. And then Doom's like, you know what? Let's reset. And he goes back in time and he's like, holy crap. Okay. Well, that was way worse than we thought it was going to be. I think that'd be kind of funny.
Could be.
And then Miles saves the day like he should. There you go. Since he's hanging out, apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those are the two highlights for me for sure. Everything else is I'm skipping right now.
Yeah, big same.
Yeah. Spider-Man Wolverine number 3. We talked about that a little bit. Very exciting book. Who knows if it's true or not, but if it is, the revelation in there, very, very cool thing to think about.
I bet issue 3 they take the entire time just going to the doctor, getting Logan's jaw reattached and kind of like pulled together in the
Yeah,
right
for
way.
sure. For sure. What else is up here? I know there's a couple bangers.
Assorted Crisis Events. That's going to be the one, man.
Yeah.
Every single issue has been good. Every single issue has been better than the previous one, in my opinion. So, man, if they keep up that trend. Oh, and you got a Beatles homage cover. Come on.
Yep. And this is a great throwback to the first
Ooh.
issue.
Dang.
With the clock and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Such a great, very Lemire-esque, right?
Yeah, definitely.
With Passageway or whatever. No, what was it called?
Maze Book.
Maze Book. Thank you. Yep. And then we got that Beatles homage. Very, very cool. The end is nigh. And then Hyde Street, number 8, a solid book. If you like Pranky, he was featured in the previous one. 2 of my favorite characters, Pranky and Monster. They were both in that freaking book. And they had a common enemy, despite how the beginning of the book started. The end of the book was went in a different direction, which was great.
Okay.
I thought so. Very, very cool. Ultimate Hawkeye is releasing after the Ultimates end. So the universe is continuing. Interesting.
I saw that. Yeah, Dennis Camp is only writing like a small portion of it, and then they have some other creative team that's taking over for Ultimate Hawkeye, at least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's not really featured in the Ultimates that much, besides that single issue with Cap. That was a really good issue, though.
Had some snide remarks here and there, which were appreciated, but background player.
Yeah, exactly. Hope Miles takes back the Ultimate Universe back to 6. Yeah, right. Yep.
Logan
Battle of the Ages,
Logan.
Logan versus Logan. Sure. Yeah, I don't know what they're going to do with that. I don't know how they're going to wrap Ultimate Universe up. No idea.
They're the best Marvel books. If they decide to end this universe,
I know.
That's a move, go for it, I guess.
But I do like a good beginning, middle, and end, though. I don't like to keep things rolling just for the sake of keeping things rolling. I like a good start and finish. So
yeah, we'll see.
Knows? But I get it, though, man. As a Wednesday Warrior, I enjoy them every single week. So, let's kick us off. What do you like here?
What the heck? What is Gods doing on here?
It's a One World Under Doom crossover.
But is it Jonathan Hickman?
It's not John. It's Ryan North. He's writing 4,000 different things right now.
Slow down, Ryan. Slow down. Don't burn yourself out, buddy.
Yes,
man. Okay, I might pick this up. I enjoyed Gods for what it was.
Yeah.
This could be cool. There's only one other book on the.
We're taking everyone down.
We're taking everyone down with us, man. That's a fantastic. I don't think that there's a single person out there that shouldn't be reading that book. That's how strong it is.
It is
so intriguing, so enjoyable, so entertaining. Artwork is fantastic. And Elise is like my favorite person in a comic book right now. She's awesome. She's the best.
Yep, for sure. And some of the variant covers are great too. Very cool, spooky. I'm sure it's homaging something potentially. I don't know, but it's a pretty common situation there. And then we have the Jacob Phillips variant.
Ooh.
Which is like far down, which is like a far down below kind of cover too, But this is a throwback to issue 1, with the opening scene of issue 1. Really cool. Yeah, it's a solid book, man. I totally agree. There's not a single person that shouldn't be reading that. If you like spy thriller, like 60s, 70s spy thriller with a lot of humor and satire thrown on top, that's exactly what you get here. Very good book. Let's see. Okay, we're on the third row, and I'm already hitting a row that I'm not picking anything up on. Gunslinger, Doom, Furthest Place, Spider-Man, Sinister Six, and Medieval Spawn.
Yeah. Yep, that's a row. That is a row for sure.
I'm surprised it's this far up. Okay.
Yeah. All right. Well, hold on. Maybe
Interesting.
we'll get something interesting. Okay, this row is better.
Redeeming.
Yeah,
What do
we
you got?
got news from the Fallout issue 1. Issue 1 was a lot of fun. It was a brisk
Yeah.
read.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really introducing us to this world, but it gave me big vibes of the original 30 Days of Night book, both
Mm-hmm.
artistically because Ben Templesmith and Jeffrey Allen Love have out of the box artistic styles, plus just, one was vampires, this is zombies, if you will.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this will be a fun
Pretty
one.
cool.
I want to see where they go with this. Gosh, Napalm Lullaby, man. I heard as soon as I dropped that book, it got really good, and
Oh, no, it didn't. Who said that?
I'm not gonna name names now. Clearly, it wasn't you, but
I want names. There's there's over 20 people on the stream. Is it one of them? Okay.
oh man, yeah.
Who
Ooh,
knows?
Greg Ticini on the cover. Dang, man. Yeah, maybe I'll probably go back and read this collected, and maybe it'll get better.
Okay.
Yeah, those are the standouts for me, though.
News from the Fallout's the only one for me. Issue 1 was good. It was very, very fast, but that doesn't mean it's not interesting for sure. It was very heavy on the art, very minimal on the story. There's not a whole lot of story so far. I wonder if that's going to catch up. It seems lopsided to me so far.
Mm-hmm.
I'm waiting for it to kind of even out a little bit, but I love the horror vibe of it. The Jeffrey Allen Love black silhouetted horror vibe.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, the art told the story. Sometimes I want the words to tell the story in conjunction. So yeah, it was a little bit unbalanced, I thought, but it's still a good read.
Yeah.
Taqi in the house. What's going on? You only have to buy Kaya. Indeed, man. We just saw it in the previous week, or whatever, wherever it was.
The pull list always starts with Kaya, and then it builds from there.
It does, yeah. How long ago did you guys drop Spawn Universe titles? So I never read Spawn. I dipped into it 2 or 3 different times in the past almost 10 years now, and I could just never stick with it long term. I read all of the number ones when they first came out. King and Spawn and Gunslinger and Scorched, and I read all of those, but I don't know, they just didn't do it for me. I just didn't have that foundation, I guess, to really enjoy them. But I picked them all up when they first came out, so I didn't keep up with them. So the Universe titles, I read all the number ones and didn't really go from there.
Oh, the Spawn Universe titles. Okay, I was
yeah,
just
I
dropped general. Spawn back in 1994. So
yeah, right.
I got some catching up to do.
Yeah. Yeah, nothing else up here then.
Yeah, same.
Okay. So we have Mark Spears Monsters number 6. We have DC Kill L, Fornia of Love. I don't know. That's really weird. Savage Wolverine, Werewolf by Night, and Lilith. Anything?
Depending on who the creative team is on Savage Wolverine, I might check it out. But that's it's the only one, and it's a maybe.
Tom Parkinson Morgan.
I have no idea who these people are. But I hope it's good. I can say that much.
Interesting cover there from Crane. Nothing else up here for me though. I read Lilith number 1. It was all right. Didn't keep up with it though.
Yeah, moving on.
What else we got? Anything up here? Missionary? Nothing for me. Thundercats, Fire and Ice.
This very much feels like a Fifth Wednesday.
It does feel like a Fifth Wednesday. Out of Alcatraz? Are you keeping up with that? I think I read the second issue and I haven't read anything since.
Yeah, no, the book got delayed in my shop, and then that was the killer for me, and then I never picked it back up. So I intend to. I really liked issue number 1 and 2.
Right.
Yeah, that's where I got stuck though.
Heavy Metal's cool. I mean, I got the first issue through Kickstarter, which was the biggest mistake ever because they got to the shop first. They promised some stuff. I think they call it, there's some kind of group they now have through the Kickstarter. I think it's like Angry Mob group or something like that, where they promise some more rewards to the early number 1 backers on the Kickstarter. I don't know what that means, or if I have to opt into it. I don't know, but they promise things and who knows what they're going to deliver. But issue number 2 is out if you're into such things.
I wonder if a Blaze will take that same approach.
No. Freaking traveling to Mars, man.
Yeah, we'll get it eventually.
That's what we get for praising it so hard. We get a delay of about a year.
Yeah, No kidding.
Yeah, Santo Sisters 9. We haven't seen Santo Sisters come out yet over
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, we would have shouted that out for sure.
Oh yeah. Did he draw one of the stories in Black Mamba? Didn't he draw one of the stories? Oh, you talk about Dev P on Savage? What are we talking about?
On Savage
Savage.
Wolverine. Yeah. I thought that Rom V did all the artwork in Black
You
Mamba.
said, yeah, Rom did all the. I thought, yeah, exactly. No, nothing's coming up on that artist. But yeah, I thought Rom did all that as well. Just got my Kickstarter last week for freaking heavy metal. I've had mine for a minute.
Oh,
Artist Dev P.
Yeah, no, featuring art by
Oh, this guy.
Devmalia Promanek. Yeah, I think that could be it.
Yeah, look at this.
Dang, good call.
Jeez. Well, I have 9 copies right over there. I should have pulled one out and saw.
Yeah, I like how you say that you're missing something on a live stream, and people like just like floods of people start shipping you things. I'm missing
Nobody shipped me anything.
My Amazing
Nobody shipped
Fantasy
me
number
that.
15. What do you mean nobody shipped you that? Somebody got you a copy. You don't get 14 copies out of nowhere.
No, you know what happened? What happened? Well, I don't want to misspeak. I don't think they did, but I don't think they did. What happened was I ordered a copy. I ordered 1 copy and 2 showed up. I got a package. I got shipping information and I'm like, oh, it's been delayed. And then I got another package and then another one showed up. And I'm like, how did I get 3 of these damn things? I think that's what happened. I know I got 2 on accident. The third one is a mystery. I don't remember
Okay.
how I got that one. Did you send me a copy? I'm trying to remember.
No, I keep my books to myself. Are you kidding me? I'm not a good person.
I think I ordered 1 and I ended up with 3 somehow. And I really hope I'm not forgetting somebody that gave me a copy. That's going to make me feel really bad. Thanks for making me feel bad. God.
Well, making you dry your eyes with, your 3 copies of Black Mamba.
Yeah, I'll dry my eyes with my 3 round V sketches that I have. Actually, one of them was in the donations for C3 last year, so I'm hoping they enjoy that. That's really great. Is Savage Wolvie a mini? Oh my god, let's see.
Dude, what's not a mini at Marvel nowadays?
Right. There's only 1 solicited right now. Infinity comic for the first time in print, so maybe this is a reprint. I don't know.
Oh, so it's something that they already put out through. Okay.
Potentially. This action-packed horror Infinity comic for the first time in print, whatever it is. Yeah, RK did the cover. Yeah. Thanks, appreciate it. I think we talked about that. We talked about heavy metal. Lazarus. Did you read this last week?
Yeah, dude, it was kind of cool.
Really? I got like halfway through it and I'm like, oh god, I don't know if I'm going to keep reading this book. So I stopped.
Oh, I kind of dug it. Yeah, good espionage thriller kind of thing. Dude, it made me feel like that first Mission Impossible movie, big time, with the double crosses, the murder mystery, everyone out to get this particular person. I dug it. I liked it. I think it did a good enough job at catching people up for the greater beats of the world, since this isn't like a real number 1; it's a sequel series. I dug it.
Yeah, I read the opening and I got to like the after the opening and a couple more characters were brought in and then I was just like, I'm not enjoying anything so far. I'm going to stop because I had like 17 books last week. I'm like, I'm just going to keep going.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's okay. That's
right.
You did.
And I wanted the film early, so I'm like, I got to just get this done, Anything up here? Pale Knight, Godzilla, Heatseeker, Speed Racer.
I wanted to like Pale Knight so much. I don't think I'm gonna pick up issue number 3 though.
You tried it?
I tried it. I tried it
Peter
real hard. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it bummed me out. Good premise though.
Yeah. Anything up here? Garth Ennis has a new War #1 with Becky Cloonan, so maybe I'll check that one out.
Yeah, that's a good creative team. I would definitely check that out. Nothing else is really jumping out at me though.
No, and Tamara Bonvillain too. So.
Oh, okay.
That might be one to check out if your shop's got it. War #1 from Garth. That'd be good. Anything over here? Not reading any of these either. There's that Thundercats Powerpuff Girls #2. Nothing else up here for me though.
Yeah, it's big old same.
Eye Tyrant. Bitchcraft number 2. That's pretty cool. Detective Kaiju, Crush Depth. Nothing up here for me.
Yeah, same. Oh boy.
Man, yeah. There's the Santos Sisters number 9.
There we go.
There it is. Yeah, definitely shout out to Taqi for putting this on our radar. Greg and Fake. Really awesome dudes. Great thing. If you're in the Archie kind of books, but you like a little bit of adult flair to it, you know, nothing super risque, but just like language and situation kind of stuff, check out Santos Sisters. Really good trade dress. Great art inside. They make their circuit every once in a while, doing some local shops and some cons from time to time.
Yep, had the pleasure of meeting them at Cape and Cowell in Oakland, California. That was a good time. Good dudes.
Yeah, for sure. Pop Kill, greatest spy thriller of our time. Yeah,
Uh-oh.
for sure. Yeah.
What about Gun Honey? I had heard that Gun Honey was actually the greatest spy thriller of our time, but maybe I'm wrong.
I guess. Anything else up here?
No, nothing.
Okay. John Carpenter, Marcy Sparks, Daddy Issues number 1. That just looks fun.
But just
Love Struck. Nothing up here for me.
wow, the way that this Fifth Wednesday is panning out. Some of these books may reach the pull list, just to say, like, just to round out like a good 12 to 15 issues that I read.
I know that's kind of our sweet spot. Like once I get past 12, I'm kind of stretching my brain for memory's sake, for reviews and whatnot, and just time. Yeah, once you hit that 14, 15, 16, it's like we're getting there. I don't know how Robbie does like 25, 30 a week. That's insane.
It helps when it's your job.
It does help when it's your job. The Fantagraphics Collected Edition of Santos Sisters is awesome. The design,
so good.
the quality of that is so good. Great call
that's
out.
the slip cover on there that kind of reveals like the costumes to the
right.
Yeah, it's so awesome.
Very, very well said. Oh yeah, Titan Hard Case is some really good spy thrillers.
There you
Nice. What else? Anything? No. And that's kind of
yeah, I'm looking at new number 1s, but like if I don't know the publisher, it's
right.
like I will maybe give it a shot, but also I don't know if it's going to be easily accessible either.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else over here.
Yeah, nothing else.
100% near zero. Cool. Okay. So, I mean, we got a brutal first week and we have some okay weeks from there with some gems sprinkled in, but it looks like the first week and the last week is going to be pretty brutal.
Yeah. If I will say this though, if you're a fan of Vertigo comics, like old school 90s Vertigo comics, on the 16th of July, the hardcover for Shade the Changing Man comes out by Peter Milligan and the artwork largely by Chris Bachalo. This has never been collected in a hardcover format previously. In fact, they didn't even finish the trade paperback printing of these. So this is the first time that you're going to be able to get this in any kind of collected format whatsoever. This collects, Shade the Changing Man 1 through 37 here. So
sweet.
I think this was solicited first as issues 1 through 50, but the series only goes to about 75 issues. So actually, the fact that they pulled it back a little bit gives me hope that we're going to get a volume 2 of this as well, as opposed to just that first 50 issues. So be on the lookout for this. I'm picking it up. Shade the Changing Man is one of my favorite stories of just all time, period. This is really exciting.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah, that's a good call out. I didn't see that one on my solicitation, so I need to. It's like $125, like almost 1,000 pages. That's a great little collected edition right there. Cool. Awesome. Well, thanks so much for diving through here. Yeah, it's going to be an interesting month for sure. Yeah, the middle weeks are going to be better. There's a couple little gems sprinkled in here and there, but man, I'll take it. I'll take a nice, easy couple of weeks so we can catch up on that backlog, man.
Yeah, it looks like, summer vacation is real for the comic book industry. So I'm here for it.
Indeed. All right, guys, we're going to wrap it up right there. Tell them where to find you. What you got going on? What you got coming out, man?
Check me out at 9-Panel Grid on the YouTubes. My comic book reviews just dropped this morning, so go check those out. You can hear all my thoughts about all these wonderful comic books. This Wednesday, make sure to hit up 9-Panel Grid for another installment of Ink and Insights, where Nick and Stu will be joining me, where we go over our Heroes Con hangover. We'll be showing off our hauls, talking about what we did for those 3 days. all the shenanigans that we got into, the people that we met. It's going to be a really great time. If you're still hanging around on YouTube here, in just a couple hours, hit up Blood Splatter Chatter, where I will be going over 2 episodes of Masters of Horror,
Yep.
particularly the John Landis episode and the John Carpenter episode. Those were exciting things to watch. Big, bold, innovative creators here in the horror medium. So that's going to
Yeah.
be a good time. But that about does it for me. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, and of course we had the all new, all different Blame Fable show last. Not what day is it? No, Friday
Yeah,
night,
Friday night.
and
Yeah.
then yeah, Saturday was a blur for me. So busy, and then we're on Best of the Month over at Pop Culture Philosophers on Thursday nights. That's where we were most recently as well. And then, yeah, like you said, I can't wait to do the con hangover haul. That's going to be such a
Mhm.
great time over on Wednesday. So yeah, dude. Thanks so much for your time. Thanks everybody in the chat for hanging out with us. We appreciate you. If you haven't yet, go over to CBCA, Comic Book Community Awards, nominate your favorite creators for all of your favorite shows. 9 panel grids over here, gotten all kinds of great stuff as well. Ink and Insights. We have our review videos and everything else. And this one, can we do a repeat of
Let's
last
get
year
the
and win?
repeat.
Can we do a repeat for best ongoing series for the Comic Book Look Ahead? It's already been nominated. It's already on the ballot, kind of. So keep nominating it. Make sure it's on that final ballot. We've got about another month to nominate your favorite shows. So make sure to do that over on cbca.com or Comic Book Community Awards, whatever it is. Make sure to check those guys out. So thanks, guys. Appreciate your time. And thanks for coming in. Thanks, Eric. Appreciate you, man.
Of course.
All right, guys.